All right, Hefe, keep your pants on. We're live. It's fine. We're a little late this morning, but it's all good. We were up super late last night, editing some videos. And then we go ahead and cough in the mic. Super professional. Yeah, we've had like 4 videos come out in the last 3 days. And I was live on Gideon's channel, which you should go check out. So it's been a week. I'm looking forward to hanging out with the community this morning, and I'm also looking forward to not editing anything more for the rest of the weekend. I got Monday off, so I got a long weekend, and I absolutely plan on not doing anything other than like dailies and just general Marvel Strike Forceness. Hefe actually reads the titles. I did no idea what to write. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do this morning. I brought the PlayStation in the room so we can play some Fortnite later if we choose. I don't know. We'll see where the stream goes. How are you? Good morning, Hefe. What the heck? Why are you guys having such a conversation without me? I have a thumbnail for this video. I don't know why in my Discord it's not showing it. I actually have 2 thumbnails. I'm doing an A/B test, I think. Oh well, whatever. Just gonna go around and share it some places since nobody else will. Bloop. It's weird that it doesn't have a thumbnail though. Oh well. A bit longer than 6 minutes. I didn't say I was going live in 6 minutes. I said that video that I posted was going live in 6 minutes. You up for some Fortnite about 5 minutes? Oh man, you're playing Fortnite already? Those are our best conversations. All right. Let's head up here. We'll open up the chat just in case anybody decides to join us for a bit. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to have the chat closed at first because I just like having a little bit of you guys' time. Fuck it. See what happens. Good. Finishing dailies in war. About to play Fortnite with Foss. We had some great games yesterday. Who's the new guy? I heard there's a new guy replacing me as the best person in the squad. Seems rude. Did you watch the ridiculous video that I posted? It went live at 8 a.m. this morning. Not 100% sure how I feel about it. We both passed you since you've been slacking lately. We'll see. We'll see. I got the controller ready. We can jump in later. Oh, morning, Battle Fries. It is morning. It is very morning. Oh my goodness. It's only very morning because I went to bed so late last night. That's on me. It's actually like almost 9 o'clock, so it's not super early. How you doing? I hope all is well. Everything is fantastic. We've been putting out a bunch of videos this week, and all the editing just has me a little bit tired. Stayed up till way too late. Run had a 7. Run had a 7. It's gonna be that kind of morning, guys. Run 7 had a stream late last night that I jumped into for a little bit, but then of course that pushed back when I could start editing, so I was like, oh, I gotta go. It was a good day, but it was a long day. How are you doing? I hope everything's well with you. Haven't seen you in a little bit. If you don't read them, how'd you know that, Vral? You lying sack of crap. Also, how you doing, Vral? So waking up myself. Also going on 9 a.m. over here. Got my first cup of coffee. Yeah, I don't drink coffee, but I got my first morning Rockstar going. Well, you're old. That makes sense that you've had more time. I would, Hefe, I would, but I just have a bit of a headache this morning. Can we postpone this till later? Maybe take a rain check? I'm just not in the mood. Enjoying Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Interesting. I've never played it. My general consensus was that most people had kind of abandoned. What is going on? Why do... Oh, because I can't... Alright. It's May 4th. Isn't it May 5th? It is May 4th. Oh, damn. I, for some reason, thought yesterday. Well, May the 4th be with you. I'm sure that won't get old. I guess that should be part of the title. I was planning on... so, the local comic book shop, and by local I mean hour away, just opened up... It's called Heroes. And just opened up next door, like in a giant warehouse called Villains, which is clever naming, that I haven't had a chance to go check out yet. I was hoping to do that today, and then somebody's like, oh, it's May the 4th, it's going to be busy. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I found it's free comic book day. I'm like, oh, it's going to be freaking packed. Maybe we wait a week. I don't know that I have any interest in fighting those crowds. Alright, there's blitzing nonsense going on that we're going to need to partake in. Sorry, guys. It's probably going to happen a lot this morning. I have been slacking hard, so it's definitely going to be showing up. Finished the Blitz event, so chill day. Nice. I am slacking hard on this event. Like, I straight up decided I don't care enough to spend power cores on Incursion. The problem is I don't think I need anything from any single one of those Incursion nodes, except for, I guess, farming Dark promo credits. So I don't get any real rewards out of those. And I'd rather save my power cores than spend them on this event that doesn't seem very good. So I'll do the blitzes, and I'll gain as many rewards as I can that way, but I just don't care enough for this event. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a... I love that little battle cry. And when I say that, I'm not like sour on the game or anything like that. It's just, you know what? If I have to choose where I put my resources, and I just don't think my resources are getting the best bang for their buck there. Star Wars Galaxy Hero does some things better, different than MSF, but MSF has gotten a lot better over the past year, and for those who complain about the new requirements for Old Man Logan, at least you don't need to take a tune to max level, max stars, max gear, and mid-tier relics post-gear progression to unlock new legendaries like in Star Wars Galaxy Hero. I have a strong feeling you are going to need to do that to get him to 7 stars. I don't know that, but they've done nothing to alleviate my fears on that. Morning, Faust. How you doing? Don't think they're... I never said they were exclusive. I don't know. I hear a lot of people talk about Star Wars in a past tense. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it playing it currently. That's all. I have no experience with the game. I just... That's what I knows. I like Star Wars well enough. I play like miniatures. I actually just got into a new miniatures game that's Star Wars based that I'm enjoying quite a bit. I've seen all the movies, shows, stuff like that, but I don't generally mess around with the games or anything too much. Like the extended lore is kind of like me. I don't know. Star Wars feels like it should be a much larger IP than it is. Not in the sense of popularity, but in the sense of like, you have this entire galaxy, you've got multiple, not only decades, but like ages that you could play around with, and they just seem to keep going back to the same like 2 wells. And it's just like, okay, guys, let's expand. Let's see some new stuff. Let's make some new characters. Let's do something. Watched a little Run 7 last night. Never heard him sound so defeated about his new... Yeah. I have him on the Hot Topic last night as part of the weekly blog, so... And it ran long. Like, I wanted to keep those segments, like, 10 minutes or less, and I think it's, like, 25 minutes. But it was just, like... It just felt like he kept making good points, and there was no, like... I did cut some stuff, but there wasn't a whole lot of fat on that conversation. But he's sounding about as exhausted with the game as I've ever heard him. Halfway watching YouTube video. The news one, because I put out another video at 8 a.m. this morning. I'm not sure if it's a smart idea to put 2 videos out within an hour of each other. One is like 45 minutes long, and one is like 6 minutes long. The one with Run. Okay. I would be very curious to get your opinion on the 6-minute one. And by your opinion, I mean the audience at large, but I mean... Vral's a very active participant in this audience, so I'd gladly hear your take. And by everyone, you mean me. No, I know Shane's streaming as well. Oh, wow. Hey, that's actually a good point. Here. That's unfortunate, Hefe, but I totally get it. Where do I find... One second. Options. Get shareable link. There we go. Here. Give that video a check when you get a second, guys. I am oddly proud and horrified by it at the same time. Like, it'll either do really well and people will enjoy it, or it'll be one that I, like, just delete in a couple of days, be like, ooh, that didn't go the way I thought. We'll see. Sounds good. Run 7 and I, Fosty. That's the one, Fost. Yeah. Fost was generous enough to watch it before it went live and give me an opinion. I also showed it to a couple of my content creator buddies, and they all seemed to be having a good time with it. The problem is, like, when you do a comedy skit like this one, is, like, people can tell me that it's funny, and that's great, but it's not the same as actually, like, seeing their reactions and hearing them laugh and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to actually, like, get a genuine reaction from somebody. Salevi. Look at your profile picture, but do you think Mr. Sinister deserves a rework, and or do you think he might get one at some point in the future? This has been my profile picture for a very, very long time. This is not, like, I know Valley and Mr. Heartgrave really hinted at, like, a couple of reworked characters. I know literally nothing about him getting reworked. This has been my profile for a very, very long time. Switched it to Gambit briefly, but went back to him. So no, this is not hinting at anything. I just like the character. Also, I like the character and he looks good in this profile. I like Kingpin. I don't like him in this profile. He looks silly to me. There are a few counter-clone mechanics in the game right now, but I still think someone like Sinister could be really good if his stats get boosted and or if he got better team to go with him. What do you think? I would love that. I would love if so Sinister was one of the first, what do you call them? Passion project characters of mine when I started playing the game. I loved copying my opponent. And a lot of people back then were saying, like, oh, his kid is, like, future-proof. He's going to be good forever. And then Kestrel came out, and people were like, he's trash. It's like, oh, damn it. So, would I like to see him get a re-kit? Sure, a rework to his kit? Absolutely. I would be all in on that. But as it stands right here, right now, no, I don't think he's necessarily worth building, and I don't see him being played anywhere. But if they want to, I'm all in. And with the new cartoon show, like, if they did, okay, it's an old character. I hope this doesn't count as a spoiler if you haven't seen this week's episode, or last week's episode, I guess. If they wanted to do a Sentinels team, why did my music stop? That's weird. If they wanted to do a Sentinels team with Bastion, Mr. Sinister, obviously Nimrod, a Sentinel, and maybe Cassandra Nova. That would be a cool home for him. Remember back when I did D3, Sinister and Emma were two of the characters. They both took the same unique, so that was an issue, but I loved them, and I sort of feel like I have to put diamonds on them both. On Sinister in case he ever becomes relevant again, and Emma because diamond form, right? Yeah, fair. I wouldn't, personally. Sinister's good for beating out of time? Seriously? Because he can copy Black Knight? Ooh, that's actually kind of fun. I kind of like that. I would never say put diamonds on a character in hopes that they get good. That seems like a ridiculous waste of resources. But, I mean, hey, you do you. I just don't know that I see the value in that. Even like, so we know we need Emma for Old Man Logan, right? Even then, I'm not building her up any higher than she already is. I think she's level like 65. Gear tier like 12, something like that. I'm going to wait till we actually see her in play because she's only technically required for one node. So if she dies early in that fight, as long as your Cabal and your Loki are strong enough to overtake that, and my Cabal's like gear 18, level 100, even before they made this announcement, because I was just like, I love Cosmic Crucible. This is the best Cosmic Crucible team. Let's go. So my Cabal is very strong. My Loki, I think he's gear tier 17, level 100, because I want to sim those raids, and that team sucks. So if they can carry her, like, let's go take a look at her for a sec. She's gonna be super low. We took a look at her yesterday. She's like 65, so she'll be around here somewhere. Or no, she was 85. Sorry, she was 85. I thought she was 65. There she is, 86. Wrong on both counts. Yeah, so gear tier 12, level 65, 86,000 power. Maybe I'll get her to 75 just so I can flip these. But that's, I think, as high as I'm going to take her. If she dies, she dies. The only reason I would take her higher is if you absolutely, positively have to sack node 10. In which case you will require 10 characters. That's the only reason. But if I can get through node 6 with her just the way she is, I'm not putting a dime into her. We'll see. Fingers crossed. 3 more weeks. I have 1 diamond on Emma so far because I love the White Queen and just... Okay, now it's fair if it's a passion project character. Like, I built up my Kingpin way higher than he deserves just because I like Kingpin. I love the White Queen and just... You all watch as she survives the elemental trials. Good luck. I would give her Skirmisher to help with the ultimate clearing enemy debuffs. I don't know that she's ever survived long enough to get to her ultimate, but sure. Yeah, and then Loki and the Cabal are both built up. Obviously, my biggest issue is going to be stars. Let's take a look at Out of Time. Let's go to O's. It's a good start. So we got 5 on Ghost Rider. I didn't buy anything for any of these characters. That's not true. I bought the battle passes. Sorry. Okay, I buy passes, but I don't buy characters. So I got 5 on him. Only 4 here, but he's not far away, and they're already telling us they're going to give us orbs that are going to give shards. So I probably am going to get 12 shards of him. That seems likely. And then Ghost Rider's already at 5. So my Out of Time team is already in a good shape. I have no idea how I didn't get any red stars on this character. That's baffling to me. I must have just been asleep that week. All right, and then let's go check out the Cabal team. Obviously, Emma and Loki are both fine. Ooh, all right, I accept. Forgot that happened. Um, 100% piercing primarily. Apply 2 vulnerables up to a minute. Yeah, we'll see. Hold off for now. He's maxed right out. He's pretty maxed out. 6% damage. Gain an assist from a random Caballer. Ooh, that seems good. Gain an assist. Yeah, why wouldn't you? All right. Yeah, so they're all level 100. They're both at 4 stars, and neither one of them are terribly close to 5 stars. So this is going to be the issue. If I can get them to 5 stars, is going to be the real issue. Now, he's got a battle pass on right now that'll probably have 120 shards in it. So I could do that. The Iron Patriot, I did buy that battle pass, but it sucked because it had Green Goblin in it as well. Red Goblin in it, sorry. Which is good. I needed more shards for him as well, but he's going to be farmable sooner. So, I don't know. All right, 20, 40, Move 60. 70, 85. 105. 125. Yeah, good. Okay, so if I bought this battle pass, that would get me him to 5 stars. Not terrible. Her special raises her defense and resistance, but not as significant as it used to be. But I would at least take her to level 75 so you can unlock her T4s if you need to and give her blue ISO to boost her stats. But then, I don't know how many resources you have. And Emma has a special place in my heart. She's been a really great character for a while, I think. She just needs a few stat boosts to get her into the meta, I'd say. Yeah, we, oh, sorry. First time Shatter, missed it, I apologize, Flint. I wonder how long before they're farmable. Also, wonder if they'll make Black Knight farmable sooner than they would because of his DPC. Black Knight's the question mark. That's the one thing we don't really know, because they do mention in the blog, which we've already done, so we're not doing that this morning. Although I'm going to go take a quick glance at it. Because I believe they mentioned that you're going to get...
What? Did we just become best?
Thank you so much, Flint. I appreciate that. I don't know why I cut off quickly. That's weird, but thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, whoa, that put us at our goal. We hit 350, right? Thank you so much, bud. Appreciate you. Ah! Oh, come on. Yeah! 350 followers. I'll take it. I should have gone full screen for that. Oh, well. Nice. All right. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize the highlights would stick around after I closed the window. That's kind of cool. Okay, it wasn't one of these events. It was... What the fuck? Go away. Where are the ticket shot redemptions? They're hidden behind a paywall. Give me money, money, money. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. I mean, they are, but I don't mean to be that dickish about it. Waste and drop road trip. Secondary team for wasting. Where is it? Oh, maybe it was in the actual Wolverine blog. Am I in the wrong blog? I'm in the wrong blog. That's why. Yes, but now my stream is built, so I don't need it anymore. Wow, the master plan is working. Old Man Logan. Okay, Pocket Dimension. Trial prep event. Here we go. Be on the lookout for upcoming Red in the Tooth and Claw event, which contains an orb that will reward out of time and Cabal character shards. Now, that could technically be accurate if all they gave you was Namor, Peggy, and Captain America, and that would technically fill those requirements. I am certain it will at very least have Starbrand and Ghost Rider in there, probably Leader and Iron Patriot. Black Knight's a question mark. They could either not put Black Knight in there or have Black Knight be like a really shitty drop rate. Because he is like a meta warping character. They've got him as the dark promotional character thing. Like, he might be one of those ones where it's just a little bit tougher to get a hold of. I don't know. We still don't have Hive Minds farmable yet. I'm sure they're coming soon, but we don't have them farmable yet. And Out of Time was after them. So do I think they'll be farmable by this time? No, I don't. I think the trial prep event and the Pocket Dimension are your probably best bets. And even then, it technically says for the Pocket Dimension, it'll be designed for the Cabal team. Power up this team of evil geniuses to ensure you double dip on rewards. It doesn't actually say you're going to get any shards for the characters out of this. So you might get shards from this one and then like resources from this one. We'll have to see. What is Pocket Dimension? Do you know what Dark Dimensions are? And if so, Pocket Dimension is just a shorter version of that only lasts for like a couple of days. But is that free-to-play friendly? I apologize. Is this kits and updates event free-to-play friendly? I have no idea. Probably mediocrely. Like, you'll probably have a way of getting some of these orbs. Sorry, this is what I meant to highlight. You'll probably get some of these orbs. Obviously, there'll be offers and stuff that is not free-to-play friendly. Trial prep going to be free-to-play friendly. It's too far out to say. All we know is this, like, what, 2 sentences? 1 sentence? All we know is this 1 sentence. So, hopefully, I wouldn't be surprised if this is more aimed at literally getting the characters unlocked, though, than it is to getting them up to super high levels. Like, I wouldn't expect to get, like, a 6-star from this event unless you spend money. But hopefully it'll at least unlock the character for you. We shall see. Oof. Well, good luck. I mean, so, like, the reworks, like, Peggy and Captain America have been good for a little while, or at least playable for a while, so hopefully you've got them a little higher than level 1. Black Knight's top 3 character in the game right now. I guess Mephisto is officially in the game, so maybe top 4 characters in the game. Although, honestly, I might put him above Super Skrull at this point. I don't know. So you should absolutely build him. CGR and Starbrand are unfortunate. I don't see as much value from them. And Cabal, if you like Cosmic Crucible, Cabal is easily one of the best teams. And now I've got a mess to clean up later. Pocket Dimensions have traditionally been a low gear requirement to finish, so hopefully friendly. We'll see. It is. They do stress that it is a new Pocket Dimension. It is not just the old Pocket Dimension returning, so... Did they gear it for new players? Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, taking a chance. This is always a crap shot. My squads are so high built, I can't believe it's not just a guarantee. I mean, I guess they're not gear 19. That's probably the only thing holding them back, really. And star levels. That's fair. Alright, fine. They're not that high. How you doing, Zager? All right, can we get through the boss node? He's already started it. Let's find out. Let's go. I don't know. I think the Old Man Logan trial might sound worse than it actually feels. Oh, okay. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see if Apox can just carry this without having to revive anybody. Please, please, please. Beauty. And that right there is why I want to have more than one team on the Spotlight raids. I'm not going to get into that too deep, but that right there, that's why. Just saying. Cosmic Crucible gives out some of the better rewards. It would be nice if the Alliance War gave out some better rewards. Yes. Right now, Arena and Raids, not necessarily in that order, seem to give out the best rewards. Then CC, then Alliance War. That's my hot take, and anyone can tell me if I'm mistaken. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's pretty well documented, to be honest. Arena is the best rewards, generally speaking, because it gives you the power cores, which you like is the lifeblood of the game. Yeah, I'd love to sim. No, sorry, not so I can sim, because my team died, and I was able to bring in a different team to finish it off. I didn't have to heal the dead team to continue going. Because they only had a little bit of life left, so instead of, like, spending 250 power cores, I was able to bring in other characters and finish that node off. Anyways, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole for a whole lot. I just wanted to throw that out there. Arena needs to give more credits. Generally speaking, Arena is well thought to be the best reward in the game, so that's the one people want to strive for. After that, Raids, especially with Crimson Gear, is highly sought after. And then it's kind of like, I think it kind of goes by preference. I prefer Cosmic Crucible. Some people before War. I'm talking about like what you build for, I guess, more so than what you actually get rewarded for. You know what? Old Man Shogun is the first trial style unlock where the unlocked character doesn't help in any of the nodes if you want to rerun the trials. He isn't a villain, nor hero skill, nor cosmic buyout. He's good in the first node alone. That's a fair point. Yeah, because Black Cat was amazing in her own trial. Once you unlocked Black Cat, it was a great day. I think, actually, now that I'm saying it, I think Green Goblin, too. I don't remember Nova being all that impactful. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Doing good. Trying to figure out how to balance out my uniques for this trial. I think the skill nodes are going to be a bottleneck. Oh, okay. That's what? Hero skill, right? Hero skill is going to be like Spider Society, essentially, right? Like they're gonna... I think it... I would be shocked if they don't tune it towards the Spider Society specifically. Like, I mean, you've got Kestrel, you've got Black Knight. Both are great options. But you're obviously going to want to try to save Black Knight for the nodes that actually require him. So I guess maybe he's not really an option. But Kestrel's very good. But I wouldn't be surprised because you got 1, 2, 3. They've got to all be here, right? 3, 4... Of course, they're the raid team. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Don't mock me. So you've got the 5 Spider Society. I'd be shocked if it isn't, like, they're the best team, bar none. It's basically... Yeah, exactly. Green Goblin was good in Black Cat's note. Yeah, fair. I'm ranked 58 in Arena right now. I get 650 credits a day, and it's enough for 1 character a day. There's 3 rotations a day. There's not enough credits in Arena Store. I have had my account for 500 days. Granted, I took a like 4-month break. And I only have around 15 characters max that are in the Arena Store. Fair. I mean, for being, I don't know, like, it's a resource management game, right? Like, you gotta manage what they give you. I'm not trying to be shitty. I promise you I'm not. But, like, you just kind of go through and be like, that's the best character. That's the one I need right now. That's what I need to get. This pisses me off. Sorry, it doesn't... I'm happy about this change. It just bothers me specifically because I was holding on to these credits for so long, waiting for Green Goblin, and when it became obvious they were not going to give us Green Goblin, I started buying them. So I had, like, 240,000 of these until, like, a week ago. And then I started buying them, and now they're telling us it's changing. And it's like... It's a good change. I'm not actually upset about it. It's just I wish I'd held off for 1 more week. Would have had twice as many shards. Oh, well. One of them requires hammer tag. Oh, it's Panda Pool. We can hold off on that. Yeah, like I've got... I mean, even the characters that I don't have, like it doesn't say they're maxed, they're definitely maxed. I just don't want to spend the gold on them. But I mean, that took a while, right? You kind of have to pick and choose what you want to build, who you want to get up to the max level. Or, for that matter, at the risk of sounding horrendously rude, like just get higher ranked in Arena. I know you're working on it. You'll get there. Ooh, yes, please. I've been playing for 2,000 days, and there's characters I don't have max in Arena. The only characters I don't have max are the 975s, because I don't care enough about those characters. If they were better characters, I had a use for them, I'd start spending on them. But right here, right now, I find more value in the training materials than I do in those characters. We are slowly working towards maxing out all of our characters at red stars, because I think all of my named characters are now 7 red stars. I think it's just the minions that I have to get up to 7 red. I'm hoping to brute force with Kestrel, Furry, Chi, and Black Knight. Well, the issue is you're going to need Black Knight and other nodes, so just be careful on that one. But other than that, go for it. I know that I'm going to be building my Spider Society anyways, so I kind of figure why not have them ready to go. You could get lucky in the Shiny Corn store for awakened abilities. You could get lucky in the Shiny store. What? They don't have Green Goblin over there. That would be lucky. But, whoa. I don't know. This is... Maybe it's because they gave out so many teal gear recently, but this is the first store that just doesn't interest me at all. Like, I'm spending coins literally just to get the Alliance rewards, or like, that's what I was doing last week. But nothing in there is like, oh yeah, that's such a good orb. I can't wait to open that. Like, okay. Like, I'm spending money for the sake of spending money, not because anything's enticing. Oh, I'm stalled in Area. I don't think I can go up any higher. What team are you using? Since minions are not in the best orbs now, I don't bother with them. Fair. The collector in me wants to have everybody at 7 red stars, or I guess 3 diamonds eventually. So the collector in me can't just ignore them. Depending on the level of the trial, do you think a level 100 Gear 1877 Black Knight could be used for hero skill as well as out of time notes? It's way too early to tell. Hopefully, but on my first run through, I'm going to save them for the nodes that I absolutely need them in, because you can't generally heal in these things. So I would feel silly if I used him in the hero skill node and then he wasn't around for the last node, or was too weak for the last node or something. I'm using my arena credits to get Noir to his 7th star. Figured it was about time. Yep, sounds about right. I still miss the Kingpin orb from Arena Store. They took it away because it was too good. I might not be familiar with that orb. It doesn't ring a bell. For hero skill, I figure I can take 2/5 of the Infinity Watch with Gamora and Moondragon, along with 3 others. Also have Ghost Spider, Spider Noir already built up somewhere, so that's 4. Captain Sam's probably not too bad as the last one. There you go. What are the best Discord to find a new alliance in? Ooh, great question. I mean, I will always point people towards Run 7's Discord because it's actually pretty active and I just like the guy. So he does have a recruiting section. I don't know how active it is specifically. I've never quite used it, but I know that it exists. Where is my Discord? You're always welcome to join my Discord, but I don't have a section like that. Let's bring this over to the main. Come on. There we go. So if we scroll down, hey, there's a handsome devil. And we go to recruiting. You can see that there's 50 plus new messages since I was last here. How recent is the newest one? Are you looking... Sorry, what'd you say? What's the best quote? To find a new alliance. Okay. The Taco Empire posted today. So there's 2 from today. A couple from yesterday. Like, they keep talking about they're going to bring one to the web store itself. I don't know if they actually have or not. But here you've got multiple posts in the last 2 days. So that sounds pretty active to me. I'd give that a try. Close that a little bit. Ah, the ad ruined it. All right. I'm going to refresh this because I'm not seeing the ads. Not that I should see the ads, but I should at least be able to see when you're on ads. Okay, so the Discord I recommend is Run 7's just because, I mean, it's pretty active. We just went in there and checked it out, and there were already 2 posts from today and multiple posts from yesterday. Allspark is always recruiting, says Zager. I'm not sure which Discord that is that he just posted that. Maybe it's the Allspark one, that would make sense. What are the best Discords? Better to farm Noir's node. You get gold orb fragments. MSF Discord ain't bad, but you're probably better off finding it. So, haven't had. Yeah, I forgot about MSF Discord. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's the Allspark cluster. not there yet. Hopefully that works. We do need to... All right, so we know that there's a ISO 8 event coming up, so I am saving up my ISO for that. Actually, did we do that yet today? Yes, we did. Okay. But we might as well spend our incursion energy, because why not? And the Nexus energy, if we haven't already. Looks like maybe we already did. Did we get all of it? Nope, we can get one more there. And then we'll try and grab some gold. No, gold is heroes, so we'll grab training mats. What's he up to? So Hefe and Fost have both gone quiet at the moment because they're playing Fortnite, but the three of us recently left our old alliance to go to a new one. It's unfortunate because our alliance captain, when he was captaining, was really good and I liked him. But I think real life just overtook him, which would be fine if real life overtakes you if you're communicating. But the problem is he just went like completely off the grid for months. No communication, no responding to pings, no responding to direct messages, just complete radio silence. And it's like, dude, like we need help here. Like we are hemorrhaging players. We can't get anybody in. Like what is happening right now? And just absolute nothing from the guy. And again, I'll never besqueech. Never get upset at somebody for having real life take over. Real life obviously fills that role every single time. But if you know you can't participate, pass the role off to somebody else. Give somebody else the permission. Something. Communicate with us. Anything. But he just went, like, just dark. So, excitingly, we did make it into Platinum 3 this week. Very happy about that. We went 3-0. And we are working our way towards Diamond. Diamond is the goal for me. That's what I've been hoping for a while now. And we're making some pretty decent strides in that direction. I'm very excited about that. And ironically, like, no offense to anybody, this week was actually really easy. Like, usually I have like 30, 40 million punch-ups. This week I had like 7 million punch-up. It was like, oh, okay. I will take it. And hey, if you want to learn more about how my week in Cosmic Crucible went, check out this ridiculous video. Because why not? Enjoy. I'm a captain of my alliance. He just got back from a surgery. He had multiple organ failures, and he is just being a jerk to everyone. He's threatening to moat me because, I don't know, he won't tell me. That sucks. Real life happens. People change, all that stuff. But, like, if you've got an issue with somebody, just be a man about it and talk to them about it. Don't be a dick behind their back. Don't, whatever, you know what I mean? Like if he came out and said, like, hey man, you're not participating in the raids enough or something. Okay, I can work on that. Thank you for the feedback. But if he's just going to be a prick to you for no reason that you can tell, what are you supposed to do with that? You're on the cusp of Diamond again. Ooh, like, moving upward or downward? Am I going to run into you for all? That would be fun. Apparently, I was in Whoops Hammer, whatever his name is, his bracket this week, which I didn't realize until after I did all the fights. And he's like, oh, you keep dodging me. I'm like, I'm at the top, bud. Where are you? Maybe it's not my fault we're not fighting. Oh, what's the bridge looking like? It's probably pretty well built. Super Scroll. That's not terribly built. That's defeatable. No. Yo, Ro, how you doing, man? Roland of Gilead. Good to see you here on a Saturday morning. Upwards, good, bro. Just had to make sure, you're not falling out of plat or Masters or whatever. I don't even know what is after Diamond. Is it Masters after Diamond? 2 of our members quit. I've been trying to find replacements today. He yelled at me because I'm trying to find replacements. That's just douchey. Sorry, there's not really a better word for that. If you're trying to actively help the Alliance out and he's getting pissy with you, that's time to go. Finally got a Saturday off and figured I'd hang with you for a bit while I do some roster work. Nice. Well, I'm glad to have you. We don't have a whole lot to do this morning. Usually we do the weekly blog this morning, but I decided to get it done last night. So we got some war attacks to do. We'll probably play around with the baby account a little bit. And honestly, at some point, we might jump over to Fortnite. Don't judge me. It's fun. But we'll see. We'll stick around Marvel Strike Force for as long as we can. But if it gets sad, then we'll move on. Generally, I have an issue with someone in my guild, alliance, etc. I try to talk either with them or with an officer in private so I don't drag everyone else into it. That's a good strategy, Battle Prize. I like that. Hopefully the situation can be mediated and we can all get along. But I figure it's only good manners to not drag an issue with one. Not on screen. Do I have... That's on. Weird. I am sorry to Vral for that. I don't know why that didn't work. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be sad again. I mean, I'll figure that out later when I'm not live, but that's weird. That one's never not worked. I can be sad about the sad not working. Fair. You're not wrong. In a weird way, I don't even know how to fix that one. Like, okay, wait, no, it's a different... clean, green screen, old-timey, broken, smoke. No, it's... Well, whatever. We'll figure that one out later. Don't use sad. It's broken. I'm sad that sad is broken. How you doing, Jacob? Good morning. MSF is a roller coaster of emotion. Kinda. Some days. All right, Gamma and Super Skrull. I don't have access to Black Knight. Is the only Super Skrull defeater a Super Skrull? Ooh, let's... there we go. Hey, Jacob, did you see Al's video I edited? Fell out of Diamond 2 week of facing 3 million Bifrost with Death Pool, and Julian can stick his "it doesn't make a difference" crap advice. Facing 3 million Bifrost with Death Pool. So what are you running into Bifrost with Death Pool? Out of curiosity. If you don't mind my asking. It's an even smaller one. All right. They are saying that Weapon X beats this. I don't know how well it'll do on a punch-up, but whatever. Let's give it a shot. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Flint. I didn't realize that would actually show up here. That's cool. Did my screen flash red at the back? I don't know. Whatever. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you find value in that content. I say and then go radio silent as I check my stats. Sorry. All right, let's get back into this. Morning, Midnight. How you doing? Jacob went 3-0. I did as well. Feels very good. Wasn't the hardest week, but still feels good. It's weird how the higher up you climb, the easier the matches are getting. At least the last 2 weeks have been. I went through, like, it took me a while to get from Diamond into, from Gold into Platinum 1. And it took me a while to get from Platinum 1 to Platinum 2. And then I went from Platinum 2 to Platinum 3 in a week. It's just like, oh, okay. Burned right through that. I think we want to ability block him. And then we're going to go pretty all in on Red Goblin. 2-1, just made Platinum 3. Nice. Maybe I'll see you next week. All right. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, so that gets rid of the revive. Now they're going to keep all their negatives. He's probably going to bleed out if he doesn't die right here. Let's just get rid of him because we don't want him dealing with the turn mechanic if we can help it. And then we'll go hard into Void Knight. Rid of the death proof. He's gone. This is over. You know, I'm honestly not as perturbed as the rest of the MSF community right now about the Scourge Trials. I don't think it's a good change, but I'm not pissed about it. I just think it's unfortunate. I understand why it's happening, and I can reason myself with that. And honestly, there's a really good chance I'm still going to walk away with a 5-star character, which is exactly what I would have got with Black Cat, Green Goblin, all those other trials. So it's like, it's fine. In that regard, I think the token system's a little scummy, but so be it. It is what it is, right? Like, we're playing a game essentially for free. The company needs to make money. I get it. It happens. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Vral. All right. I got my Ray yesterday. It's taken me most of the year. I mean, I assume that's Star Wars talk. Just miss you, Flynn. Flynn isn't going to... Someone who plays Star Wars and MSF still has better, more accessible legendary events. Fair. That's what somebody else was saying earlier as well. It's still crappy, but I feel many lack perspective from playing other Hero Collector games. I tried other Hero Collector games. I think this one's the best one. So it's hard for me to be super pissy about it because if I don't like the other games, you know what I mean? Like, how do I... It's not like I've got something better to compare it to. I don't know if that makes sense. Whatever, we're going with it. Still working on Raid 2. Oh, that would have been fun. So I don't have any other games. I can only compare this game with this game because this is the only Hero Collector game I played for any amount of time. The change from shards to tokens isn't great because it means you can't build up over time. Like, you can't... I got 20 shards this time. Oh, I got 30 shards this time. Oh, and then you like work towards getting the character. Like, until you can get 930,000 points, you will not unlock Old Man Logan. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? We'll have to find out when we actually start playing the game. The trial. Maybe 930,000 isn't what it used to be, and it'll be really easy to do. Who knows? Sup, Hefe? Are you able to take out a Gamma with a Super Skrull, bud? It's the only one in the bridge that still looks a little bit interesting. I punch up triple my TCP consistently. I'm working on Raid 2. That would have been fun. I have tried Hivemind and my Bifrost and APOC, Cabal, Kang. The actual closest was Spider Society. If I could have killed Vral one turn earlier, it would have won. But I always hated the raid in Cosmic Crucible. So I don't know what Deathpool changes on the team. Generally speaking, my Hivemind does well into Bifrost. Yeah. I'm a little shocked. Hey, Jacob. I'm a little shocked that... You said you tried Hivemind with Apocalypse and that didn't work? How much of a punch-up is it? Like, how much bigger is there? You said it's a 3 million Bifrost, but what level is your team sitting at, roughly? Right? It's this in Star Wars, and the rest are kind of poop. I tried Raid Shadow Legends, because you keep hearing such amazing things about it. I don't know, just the fact, like, Star Wars would be different because obviously you've got named characters that I'd recognize, but just like, oh, you unlocked generic goblin number 7, and you're like, cool. Oh, here's an elf. Like, all right. I don't know. I just didn't have any emotional attachment to the character, so I didn't care that I was collecting them. I'm sure the further in you get, what are we doing here? The further in you get, the more exciting it becomes, as it's like, oh, I actually, like, this character does this, and I needed that. But as a starting brand new player, I don't care that I have an archer elf or a axe wielding ogre. Like, that doesn't get me excited. Don't have access to that team. Do have access to that team. We could do that. Okay. Where to go? Be a bit of a punch up, but it's fine. Where is it? There we go. Not that much of a punch up, actually. The only raid characters I would want is the Monster Hunter Crossroads. Yeah, exactly. So, because you know those characters. kind of my point. I wonder if we'll be able to unlock 4-star Old Man Logan with Scourge at difficulty 7, 5-star Old Man Logan difficulty. I would be shocked if they would allow you to unlock him at 5 stars without having 5 stars yourself. I would be very pleasantly surprised. And honestly, if that's the case, they should really have let us know that, because that would have alleviated a lot of people's problems with the event. But here we are. It's going to hit him and daze him. Would have been nice to have gotten that on the Red Hulk, but c'est la vie. Maybe I should have done the basic. Yeah, I might have messed up there. Does this hit everybody or just adjacent? Attack primary and adjacent. Cool, okay. .2 to 2.5, that is a pretty significant punch up. Are you able to put a Super Scroller and Apocalypse on that team, or? Wow, he is taking all of the damage. There we go, okay. So that's gonna piss him off, that's unfortunate, but at least the other characters are... Characters do more clear all positive effects from the primary target. Apply ability block. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I wanted. All right. So Red Hulk's almost down and he's ability block, so he's not going to do his shenanigans. So now we just need to punch him real hard a couple of times. Oh, this fight's over. I didn't realize. Oh, and he's blinded now too? Fantastic. Now you're just a sad kid having a tantrum. Get out of here. Go take a nap. All right. Wow. I have 17 million. I wonder if he'll be able to unlock 4-star. I'm like, you hear all about Raid Shadow Legends because they put so much money into marketing, and that's it. Honestly, I feel... I have mentioned that I've tried Raid before. I have mentioned that I'm not the biggest fan of it. And yet... it keeps showing up in my feed as one of the sponsorship opportunities. I'm like, do I eat humble pie and do that? Because it does offer quite a bit of money for those sponsorships. I don't know. I feel weird about advertising for a game that I know I don't care for. But... oh, he didn't get it. And he didn't even stick around to get exhausted. Damn it. If Blizzard did a Hero Collection game like Heroes of the Storm, but this kind of game and not a MOBA, I might consider it. That'd be actually kind of cool because there's a couple of characters. Like I used to play World of Warcraft, so I remember like some of the characters from that. Not a ton. What was Thrall was the name of the big ogre, and you got Jaina Proudmoore. I don't remember the Lich King's name before he went Lich King. Maybe I don't remember as many people as I thought I did. I got 2 out of an entire universe. Illidan? Illidan was the elf. Gulgur? There's an ogre who turned into a warlock. Or a troll who turned... no, ogre who turned into a warlock. Who's pretty important in the story. Anyways, whatever. I don't know what to do about that, so we're just going to leave it alone. I can probably beat this. Let's see. What if we do something like this? It's a big Apocalypse. Can we switch out? Our Apocalypse is bigger. Or we could bring in Super Scroll. I don't know if this actually does all this. Okay, so what are we actually playing against that team? So... Another thing that Star Wars does not as good as MSF is that pretty much every new character brings a new buff with it. There are a few buffs that are evergreen, so to speak, but it would be nice to see if we just have something like charge to indicate the character's specific mode is active and the number of icons you have to memorize is shudder. Yeah, we're starting to get a few more of those, but they're always called, oh man, it's the E word. Enabled? No. Empowered abilities. Like the new Wolverine has one as well. They're not at a ridiculous rate yet, but if every character had one of those, that'd be rough. Deathpool, fill speed bar for all mystics by 10% plus 5% per mystic ally. Ooh. So that team's already taking a bunch of turns right at the beginning, and now they're just going to be going that much faster. That's not great. It'd be great if we could get a good Lord of the Ring Hero Collection game. I'll leave that one to you. It's not my thing personally, but you know, you do you. One thing that MSF does that would have been interesting is leader abilities. Looking at the two, I think different leaders with the same tags are what allows so much team flexibility. With Sith and different leader abilities, you can have... would be great if we could have similar flexibility with Spider-Verse X-Men. Oh my god. Yeah... I mean, I would have to see exactly what you mean. So my... Maybe? I'd have to see what you mean by the leadership abilities. Like, you'd have to be able to give me an example. But off the top of my head, I'm like, man, these kits are already so freaking complicated and so intertwined and everything like that. I don't know that I want to add a whole other layer. Arthur there we go. That was the username. Sorry for my lengthy post. Really, if my posts are getting problematic, let me know and I'll try to... Yeah, stop interacting with me. I don't want to talk to my audience. It's ridiculous. I am 100% kidding. Please keep sending me notes. And if I miss something you said and it's important, please just, like, retype it. That's fine, too. Aren't leadership abilities kind of already built into the passives? That's kind of what I was thinking too, is like, what are you going to add that's not, like, how are you going to make, say, Green Goblin a better leader? I don't know. I'd have to see what it means exactly. Qui-Gon, oh, whoops. Qui-Gon leader adds 20 speed for all Jedi on team, like an extra passive, but affects the whole team. That's... Passives already kind of do that. Right? Like, Old Man Logan... No, that's... I'm going to make up a character. Will already have this character gets 50% extra focus, and teammates of X variety get 50% extra focus. Right? Like, that's already something in the game. Sometimes it's very specific and be like, oh, you know, Deadpool gets an extra 50%, and sometimes it's just like heroes gain an extra 50%. So how would you differentiate it from what's already here? All right, I think we're just gonna do this. Mirror it, but bigger. Star Wars has a leader slot, where if a character's in that slot with leader abilities, then it works. Oh, okay. So it's not just everybody gets to bring a passive ability that works for everybody. Interesting. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't know. I'd have to see it in action to see why it's drastically different than what we have. All right, let's go for... Oh, we're at 2x speed still. Huh, I was recording a video earlier. I didn't realize it even stuck on that stuff. I messed up already. I should have gone for her. Oh, well. This will get rid of that, so we're fine. Then we can go back to the person who actually matters. Dazed. That actually worked out pretty well. I did it entirely on purpose. Ye of little faith. I knew what I was doing. 100% the whole time. I'm not ignoring you, Battle Fries. I just am in the middle of a fight. I'll read it in a second. Let's go on him because I don't want him bringing back that dude. Perfect. Okay, now we can go for APOC. fine. I don't think we care that much. Just don't one-shot. Yeah, that's fine. Go for her. That's... Oh, and you didn't even one-shot her, you weak pissy. All right, ultimates. Phew. There we go. In the driver's seat. Get out of here, you. Auto this and read my chat. Very specific. Since you gave me permission, you very clearly missed the clear agony in the depths of my soul. Shame on you. Sorry. Yeah, fan of how I meant. Oh, wait. Yeah, but Star Wars has a leader slot. Oh, so how does it? It does make strategy and planning interesting in Star Wars because you have to be smart with how you use them. In Star Wars, leadership abilities are kind of like passive abilities in MSF, but only one leader per team, and the leader ability persists if the leader dies. Leader abilities tend to inform the kind of synergy the team has instead of several different passives. Okay, so only one person. So it'd be like passives, but only one person on the team can have them. So you'd only get to choose like, okay, I really need the passive from this character, and I'm going to forego the passives from the other 4 characters. Is that what you're saying? Generic leadership abilities. So allies get XYZ like some of the APOC stuff. Like, a leader will give out stat buffs to the entire team instead of each team member giving out once. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Ro. I didn't think you were ignoring me. You were gaming, as tends to happen with this channel. It's weird how we like to play games on this channel. Or at least this lottery of a game. I don't know. All right. You could have more than one character with a leader ability on a team, but only the one in the leader slot has the ability. Okay, so it just turns it off for the other characters. It's only one team-wide buff per team. I actually don't hate that. These kits are getting freaking complicated, and it would be kind of nice to be like, no, this person matters. Vral, why are you privately texting me? Yeah, so I didn't make... So, Vral's pointing out that on my thing it says Instagram, but then above it I have my link for Discord. That's because I don't really use my Instagram. Maybe I should. And I didn't make this this template, so I didn't have the option of changing what it said for the Instagram page there. That's just is what came. I use Discord daily, so if you want to get a hold of me, Discord seems like the much better way to do it, whereas my Instagram, like, technically I have one. It's called The Mongoolie Show. You can go search it. I don't know if there's anything fucking relevant there. Hey, man, I'm just happy to have an active chat. Honestly. As I'm sure you know, the difference between playing with, like, nobody talking to you and playing with a bunch of people talking to you is night and day. Tumbleweed Instagram. Yeah. 100. I don't even have that. Tumbleweed would at least imply that there was life there at some point. Oh. Alright, what are we running into this? It's just an Infinity Watch. Like, it's not something to be worried about. I just don't know. I always hate just wasting resources. These are 2 teams that it recommends, and I don't have either one of them built up enough to do anything. We could get rid of the revives with this team. Bring in... Excuse me, maybe these guys? Juicy! Oh, it's a small little Infinity Watch. It's only 1.2. I mean, we can easily beat it. I just don't necessarily want to waste resources beating it. How you doing, Juicy? I have a dumb question for you. When I'm pronouncing your name, am I supposed to say Juicy Or am I supposed to put a T at the end, like juice tea? Because obviously there's a T in the way you spell it, but I always hear people just say juicy. Maybe I'm just mishearing them. I don't know. Wow. Okay, MSF does trump Star Wars in that MSF, every character in the same number of abilities, and each ability always costs the same amount of gold. Ability material, Star Wars Galaxy Hero characters have between 3 and 6 abilities, I want to say. The smallest having a basic special and a passive, if I remember correctly, and some have a basic 2 specials. Wow. That would get confusing. And while some abilities can unlock their final tier, others require a special kind of... Jeez. How big is your iWatch? My iWatch is about 900K. Juice tea. All right. Juice tea it is. Never heard him anybody actually ask. I mean, I don't want to... I've been mispronouncing his name apparently for a while already. I don't want to keep doing it if I don't have to. Yeah, 9.5. And then I know this is... Well, I'm reading that this is supposed to be another team, but again, it would be a punch-up. So, how big is Pegasus? Pegasus is gigantic. 3 million? What's up, Brazers? I've never... I was about to make a joke and then realized the joke was actually so much worse than I thought it was initially. I've never had Brazers come to me. Usually I have to come to it. Nope, that... Yeah, I'm not above laughing at my own jokes. It's fine. Now I'm reliving the apocalypse experience and grinding to get all the blue ISO from every team. War Dogs can win if you want safe. Pegasus is also good. I mean, I'm super curious to try my War Dogs. You think they can punch up 300K? I'm not opposed to it. How many attacks do we have left? Maybe this is a stupid thing. Oh, we still got like 7 attacks left. Yeah, okay. Let's try punching up. If we only had like 2 attacks left or something, I'd be like, screw it, Apocalypse. Just get this over with. Someone has to. I volunteer as tribute. All right. I don't know this kit well enough. Clear all negative effects on self, not terribly necessary. Apply disrupted, gain 2 stealth to a maximum. Yeah, they've all got immunities. Clear copy, 1 positive effect from target, 5 extra sensation. They've got safeguards. Yeah, they still all have safeguards. Sorry, Juicy, I feel like that advice might have come in a smidgen too late. This is one of those teams that I basically skipped. I went a little bit harder on Okoye and Black Panther for a little while there because I'd heard they were going to be potentially pretty good in Dark Dimension, but I never actually took them all the way up. But the rest of the team I just didn't do nearly enough with. I know Nakia, whatever her name is supposed to be pretty decent. I probably should bring her up higher, but we'll see. All right, 2 down. We're also 2 down. Oh, if we kill Black Panther, it's over. Yep, that's probably over. Zoot. A part of me is mildly curious to try it again, just to see if I could do it by playing it properly, and the other part doesn't want to waste the attack if I don't have to. Whatever, we can come in and clean up a wasted team. Not saying the bus, the problem, start probably killed you. The whole point of War Dogs in War is the first alt turn from Black Panther, Fair. As I said, they're a team I don't use. I'm not familiar with them. War is something I have not paid attention to historically. I am attempting to get better at it, but I'm just coming at it from so far behind. Gonna head AFK for a bit, I think, and play some Battleground 3, I think, on the PlayStation. Thank you, Monguli Show, having such a calm and welcoming community here. I hope you and everyone else has a lovely day and a wonderful weekend. You as well, Battle Fries. Thank you for hanging out with me. Feel free to come back anytime, but yeah, I'm just glad you had a good time. Go enjoy your PlayStation. Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, nice. I've heard wonderful things. I have not deeped into it yet. Deeped into it yet? Not dipped into it yet. Oh, I forgot about them. They should be in a different session, but oh well. At this point, I wouldn't build War Dogs. You have other teams. Yeah, no, I wasn't planning on it. Like I'm thinking about, or I am thinking about going back and building up my Masters of Evil and my new Warriors. But yeah, War Dogs is just not really on my radar. There he is. How you doing, Whoopshammer? It's still morning for us, but I appreciate that you're somewhere else. Whoopshammer was in our bracket this week for Cosmic Crucible. We didn't line up, unfortunately. And now we've moved on to whatever it is, Platinum 3. So we're not going to see you next week either. How'd you do this week? 2-1, I think, right? Nice. Scopely is setting up new players really good for War. What are your Crucible trophies at? As far as like what other people in the community have I beaten? Nobody that I'm aware of. That would have been the exciting thing. Wolfshammer would have been my first. How's it going, Stoicism? I'm just going to say your name fast and hope that I pronounce it properly. Oh, your rating. We just got to Platinum 3. So what's that? 1550? So I think we're like 1563 or something like that. We went 3-0 2 weeks in a row, and that kind of skyrocketed us from Platinum 1 to Platinum 3. Done. Wee. You know what? Just because I actually am going to use the new team, as I have not used them really yet. Oh, shoot. No, we don't want to use him because we use him for a different team just in case. Okay, so we'll use 3 of them. And then what other spiders do we have? I guess we could literally just go look at spiders. Damn it. Spider-Verse. Oop. Nope. Don't want to use him. Yeah, we can use him. And the OG. Nope. I'm at 1568. Oh, damn, we're very close. Here, let me fight this fight, and then I'll jump over there. I think we're gonna be really close. Just drunk slur, and it's close enough. Absolutely. I would waste the time on new warriors unless you are short a CC attack team. I use them. What's up, Bubba Hotep? I use them every week in Cosmic Crucible, and they always perform. So, I don't know. Later, Gators. Have an awesome weekend. See you later, Roland. Are you gonna be streaming it all this week or this weekend, or are you taking the weekend off? I read those. I had no idea what to put for the title. I'm like, F it. Let's just see if anybody even pays attention. So far, a lot of people have paid attention. So, okay, what's, when you say new warriors are falling off a cliff, like, you're not seeing them do as well against the teams, or the teams on defense are just changing so drastically that they're not really keeping up? Because I'm still finding use for them pretty much every week. Like, there's almost always a home for them. Granted, I'm at Platinum, and you're in Masters, I have to assume. 1539. Oh, we're talking stream titles. I thought you were talking about the blog. Yeah, the title of my stream was just like, I don't know. Saturday silliness. Nah, that's dumb. I don't want to do that. Fuck it, whatever. People don't read these anyways, do they? Oh, people don't even read these, do you? It's like, done, moving on, getting on live. All right, let's check this action out. 1586, a little higher than I thought I was, but still, we'll be in the same range. Whoops Hammer, I think you're going to be in Platinum 2, so I don't know that I'll see you. But Midnight, we might get matched up. That'd be fun. I'd be here for that. They are now my Infinity War counter. There's no spot at higher levels for new warriors. There isn't a big call for them much in Diamond either. Interesting. Okay, so maybe I will hold off on spending more with them. Wait till Diamond then. They're randomly used. New warriors is getting power crept. A lot of the defense at the top makes new warriors useless, or even worse, a trap to go into. Union teams like Bo kill Black Order. Ooh, really? I didn't build them up at all. I hope I don't start seeing them around. My Black Order's another team. Like, they were the top arena team, I think, when I started playing. Or at least when I started paying attention to arena. Maybe when I started playing arena. But it was one of those, like, even my buddy who got me into the game was like, don't build them now. Like, you're too far behind. So I just never did. And I wish Thanos was a plug-and-play character, but he just never really seems all that relevant. So I just didn't bother. Let's go take a quick look and see. Where's my Black Order? Oh, right. You can't actually look at Black Order and Thanos. That's so dumb. I mean, I understand they don't want to give him the tag, but at the same time, it'd be really nice if you could see him on the same screen. Yeah, so 65s all around. Nothing impressive there. I think Thanos might be like the tiniest bit bigger than that. How do I even look for him? Cosmic, maybe? There it is. So level 70. Yeah, just barely higher than that. I don't know. Never saw the value. it's a tax at the top, meaning like you kind of have to have them, but you're not excited about them. Even my Infinity Watch, they did great things for me when I was a lower level, but I just didn't keep up with them. Just fell out of Diamond 2, but I don't. We'll see if they're used again in Diamond 1, but they are mostly a cleanup team for me now. Interesting. We'll be open after I saw how they could counter. There's already other things that beat Bifrost in 2, though. Why? Interesting. Don't listen to these heathens. New Warriors is amazing, and Deathpool just got a slight buff. A lot of people have been taking what's her Firestar into Dark Dimension. I guarantee they will keep getting better over time because they've even recently gotten war buffs. But I think it's just a seasonal war buff, right? Like, it's not like a war buff they're going to keep forever, is it? I just put a diamond on Firestar 30 seconds ago. It's a choice. Of course, soon everyone will have spider societies in room 2. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to see now. I don't have Penny yet, but we'll get there, I'm sure. Keep in mind, everyone who's talking about New Warriors right now hasn't gotten to play with the new buff on Deathpool. I mean, I don't think the buff on Deathpool is going to add a ton. We'll see. Oh, blitzing. Yay! I'm really behind on this event, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, while we're blitzing and it's boring, here's a YouTube video for you guys to go check out. I don't know why I'm promoting it so hard. It's silly and ridiculous, but, you know, maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll unfollow me. Who knows? Don't unfollow me. Still beats Secret Defenders in a one-shot, and that's what I'm using it for. The fact that it's doing that is great. Man, I have to shout this because Karis. I started Duelim's YouTube video yesterday, and from the kitchen I hear my 5-year-old yell, "Shut up, Duel!" That's amazing. Can you clip that for me? Oh, that's too funny. He was in Arena Meta twice, BKT and Black Order. Yeah, okay, BKT was way before my time. And Black Order I just missed out on, so didn't happen. Still beats Gamma in one shot, beats the cockroaches in one shot. Yeah. I don't know. I like New Warriors still. Maybe as I get higher up, I will figure out that they're not worth it, but I took them from like 1.1 to 1.7 or something, and I'm not sad about it at all. Nice. All right, guys. We hit our goal of 350 followers here on YouTube. Sorry, on Twitch. My YouTube channel is 7 away from 700. So if there's anybody out there watching this, you're enjoying the content. Don't do it if you're not enjoying it. And you're like, yeah, I like this guy. He's pretty entertaining. Go to over the YouTube channel. Consider giving a subscribe over there. It would mean the world. I would love to hit 700. On live, like, in general, but also live on stream today. That would be pretty damn cool. I'm going to use New Warriors on offense, but I'm going to put Mercs for money with probably Cable or X23 or whatever her name is on defense. Did you just get Cable and X23 confused? Like, you don't know which one's which? I'm going to put Mercs for money with probably Cable or... Oh, sorry, just X23 or whatever her name is. Gotcha. Okay, so yes, X23 is her name. I thought you were getting the two confused. I'm like, they are very different looking characters. One's been around for 40 years. One's been around for like 7. Whatever. It's probably longer than 7 at this point. But... yeah, X23. Oh, the hat is way too small. I live in a small town, and I'm like, I really want like a cowboy hat for this, but like I don't want to spend a lot of money. Like I want something like it's a prop essentially, right? And I went to the variety store, and they had one, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll take that. And then I get home and I look at it, and I threw it out, but it had a Corona tag on the front. But the Corona tag, I didn't even realize this when I bought it, is like pink.
Unlimited power.
And I'm like, oh, I'm pretty confident this is a woman's hat. It's definitely not a Monguli-sized hat. Whatever. It worked for the show. We'll see if it works for long term. It was just a funny little gag. The only time I use New Warriors now is to see if Gamma or Unlimited offshoot on D. You still see Unlimited on D? I haven't seen Unlimited in a while. Oh, jeez. Are you specifically wanting the cowboy hat now? Or just literally any hat? Which way? There we go. Lease it? Less it? What? I ain't your dancing monkey, Whoop Homer. Let's see it. There we go. That's English. Good job. You made it there, Midnight. Well done. Proud of you. The other thing is it only looks like it even remotely fits at like one angle. So I had to like sit like this the entire video just to try and like get it to look okay. Because my God, when I look over here, it looks like it's on horrendously. Like I have to turn it so far on my head just to make it, it's just bad all around. Bastardized version, but yes. YouTube video is odd. Yep, that's accurate. That is accurate. It's one of those stupid things where I had an idea in my head for a while, and I was just like, I just got to do it. I just got to get it out of my head, get it over with. If it goes over well, I'll do it again. If it doesn't, so be it. I tried. Actually, maybe I can do this one, and then I can actually... there we go. Now I can actually look at the camera and myself. There we go. Yeah, so dead on, it doesn't look terrible. But, like, sideways, I don't... I mean, I don't care for it all that much either way, but... I don't have the sunglasses down here, Wolfhammer. Is your hat on backwards? I don't think so. Ugh. Nope, tags at the back. Needs a feather in it. I don't think I've got anything. Oh, you know what? I set a popper off earlier. It's definitely not a feather, but we can fancy it up. That's not at all the same thing. Nope, this is failing horrendously. Nope, that's just terrible. All right, not every idea is a good one. It's fine. I see Unlimited with Bishop or even Sunspot once in a while. Does the new buff say make Gwenpool good and Dagger useful? And New Warriors versus Secret Defenders with Noir is risky, not including all the other variants, and Punch Across Infinity Watch 2.5 million is a risk. I've done it with MSF. No, MLF. I don't know that I've done it with Noir. Phone autocorrect to lease it. Just trying to be lazy on a Saturday morning. Even your phone's being lazy with the autocorrect. I get it. The more you don't like it, the more we do. Fair. Whoo, boy. All right. funny how they've mentioned recently they don't really care about screen time, and yet they will not get rid of this game mode. Because honestly, if it's not about screen time, then why? Why does this exist? Why does this exist in the way that it does too? Like, because you could absolutely still have this terrible game mode, but make it less painful. But no. They have to make it as painful as possible. And it's just getting longer. Like, we just get more and more teams to add to this ridiculous lineup. And I know there's always going to be one person jumping in here like Gnomes being like, I like it. I'm like, no, you don't. You have Stockholm Syndrome. That's not the same thing. First rule of Scopely is they lie. Yeah, I agree, Zager. And you know what? Like, it's fixable where you don't have to drastically change it, right? Like, if you increase the points you get from a battle, but limited the amount of teams you can use to, like, 10, that would be kind of interesting. Like, let's say you could only do 10 arena fights a day. And you got 200 points for a loss and 500 points for a win. Now it's a game mode. Now I'm actually going to be like, oh, I need to win 10 of these to do well. I want to get as many points as I could possibly get. But if I lose, I'm still going to at least get up on the milestone. I'm going to get something. Now it's a game. But like just hitting this 8, like, what is it? Oh my God. What is it? Let's see. So I'm going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons times 56 teams is 224. I've never done 8 rotations a day, but let's say 5 rotations a day. So you're going to make me click 1,120 buttons with no gameplay in between? Like, there's no thought process going into this. My thought process right now is, what do I say to chat? It has nothing to do with what's going on in game. I'm not thinking about what the team is over there. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I mean, I could put some serious strategy in this and hit find opponent, new opponent. Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is the right team. Yeah, this is the one I'm going to do. Haha. Now I'm going to win. Congratulations. You tried to make it into something. I don't know. Wow, that's... Anti-Venom? What? How big is your wallet that you've got a G19 Anti-Venom? I wish I could actually, like, look at his profile. I'd love to see how big his roster is that he's wasting resources on dead characters. Increasing the rewards would be decent, but that alone doesn't make it a game mode. Right? Like, okay, so this takes 6 minutes per rotation or something like that, right? So if they gave me, what would be a good reward? What is even in the Blitzer? I have no idea. Couple of uniques, right? Like a couple of, I don't know, something. Let's say the decent reward, wherever it is. But I had to sit and watch ads for the 7 minutes that this would happen. I mean, I guess that'd be better because I could literally put my phone down and walk away. But assuming I couldn't, somehow I had to actually engage with the ad for 7 minutes. Would that doesn't make it a good game mode. That just means, oh, I'm getting rewarded for using my eyeballs on this thing. Like, I don't know. That's not a good analogy, I guess, but it's just frustrating. And it's not like I'm pissy about it. Like, I'll do my blitz rotations. That's fine. At least it's only like 3 a day and not like 8 a day or something ridiculous. But it's just like, it could be an engaging game mode. If you wanted it to be, it could be. And they clearly don't want it to be. Put crimson orbs in there and watch me blitz like a German. Oh, Jesus, that's amazing. I might steal that. I'm not gonna lie, Hotep. That might be my joke now. If they really cared about it, they might crack down on people using scripts. I thought they were cracking down on that, to be honest. I thought that was something I'd heard. I just feel like the current iteration of Blitz doesn't respect the player's time. Absolutely not. Juice T, are you still there? Do we have any options into this? Juice T? Juice T? Sorry, I'm trying to get used to saying your name. I'm not actually calling you out multiple times. Nothing Scopely does respects players' time. That's not entirely true. They have made most of the game modes now you can just pay and you don't have to play it at all, and you can just get on the leaderboard. That's a very good use of your time. You are spending way less time on this game if you just give them money to win. You heard wrong. I've been using LD Player to blitz forever. Fair enough. You can add an enhancement so you can set your phone down. Never tried. Take your word for it. Not really, because it just means you have to work more to afford. Don't bring logic into this argument. We're being vitriolic. Wow, that is a small defensive team. Even I could beat that. Sorry I logicked. Yeah, you should be sorry. This is not the right show for that nonsense. All right. We can easily beat this, but we could probably beat a higher one too. Actually, you know what? Maybe can we do this with our Infinity Watch? Is that high enough? I've got another team that does beat this infestation team, but I don't like I can take out a much higher team than this one if I have to. It's a bit of a punch up, but their Spider-Man is so low, I kind of want to try it. We'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, we got to buy a win. Just like Scopely wants us to. All right. Oh, shoot. They put their Stinger right beside Spider-Man. That's a bit of an issue. Maybe not. That cannot miss. Funny, it sure looked like it missed. Oh, that's a different thing. It's a dodge. Never mind. What the hell, Hefe? Why you gotta be like that? Hey, Hefe, if you're here now, do you have something that can beat Gamma Super Skrull? Because if you do, that would be wonderful right now. That's the last team in the bridge, and if we can clear that, that's, what, 40,000 points? Wouldn't be bad. And Ultimus. Please record that fight. Come on. There we go. At least, I don't think this is going to be big enough, but... I'm sure you're not joking. I still want to see it. I believe you. I want to see it. What are you not getting here? You guys should be suspicious that I spend 10 hours playing. Yeah, maybe. Or you're making content, because I've seen like Bendy go for like 7 hours making streams and whatnot. Does this stream come with a dictionary? Yeah, we're learning here. This is a learning stream. Not how to play the game, but, you know, English. Ah, okay, cool. That's right, I just checked my own English, live on camera. Just in case, you never know. Okay, so that sucked. But now they're exhausted. We're still on Spider-Verse? We are on Spider-Verse. Sure, Jacob, sounds good. Anything specific you want to talk about, or just hanging out? Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's what you usually use. Don't really want to use that. That's not an option. Scourge? Sure. What'd you say? Undying with Super Scroll and Ultimus. Okay, so we don't have our Super Scroll. Our Undying's not nearly high enough, and Ultimus sucks. Okay, so yeah, we don't have that option, but if you do, Hefe, that'd be amazing. All right, I don't know. Lizard. Shocker, Electro, Trash Can. Echo. What is Echo? Echo's young? Y starts down here. As I said, this is a learning stream. There we go. Whoop, did I? Nope, grabbed the wrong person. Cool. Cool, cool. You go away. And then Sinister 6 for the other two. S. Alphabets are hard. There we go. These two, I think. Oh, damn it. Where'd it go? Infestation. Lizard, Shocker, this chick, that. Okay, so we'll just save that team, see if this works, and use it for later. Out of curiosity, how many people, because one of the things they've been saying is that they picked Emma because people have her very highly built up. Is that true? Because I feel like I got her to like 65 and left her just because like that's when she does what she actually is required for, and then anything after that is kind of unnecessary. Do people at higher ends, like, do they have her really, really highly built? Or do you kind of just leave her where she is because she does what she needs to do? I left her at 85-16. I mean, that's even higher than I've got. Vral, yeah, we discussed that earlier. G16 now. So you built her because of the Scourge? Is that what you're saying? Older player and she was useful. Fair enough. I mean, she's always been useful. She's just not really been necessary at higher levels. 30 million TCP here. I kept my M at 75 because she doesn't need investment to work. Exactly. Exactly. 95 gear tier 16. Wow. Okay. Well, that worked very well, but it was also an already injured, lazy team. We'll try that one next war on a team that's not exhausted. See how that goes. No, I just never survive a little more in Cosmic Crucible. And that's fair. I've used her in Cosmic Crucible here and there, and she dies so quickly that it's just like, oh, do I just give her a bit more life just to keep her alive for another hit or two? Just for the efficiency bonus? Wow. This guy's got some seriously heavy hitters on defense. Cough. Anthony's got her 85. Okay. Fair enough. Could win you a match by a point or two. That's always the best and worst feeling, is when you win by such a small little mark. Like if you crush your opponent, like my second round opponent this week. I'm sorry, my nose is so freaking itchy. My second round opponent, I beat by like 17,000 points. Like he couldn't clear 2 of my rooms. Felt good. But when you beat an opponent by like 3, you're just like, yeah, that felt awesome. Defensive ones are good. I'm not gonna lie, it is a great feeling when like, oh man, he couldn't clear 2 of my rooms. Good times. We're gonna have to hit Sticky, but we're definitely gonna want to hit Kang. Do I try and get the blind off Magneto or just hit him really hard? There. Now we can go for Kang. Ooh, now they're all blinded. And raise. Oh, that won't matter. There we go. Last round, I won by 4, lost by 12, lost by 7. Really hate the efficiency matches. Wow, those are all incredibly close matchups. That's crazy. Sucks to be on the other side of that. That's fair. Do I have to? Yeah, okay. I think we care more about you than Ultron. There we go. I was spending resources on some strange things, though I brought my Mongul... What? Brought my Monguli up to level 100 to also help with Bifrost in 2. I'm going to assume you mean Kingpin, which I'll admit took me a second, because I was like, what the fuck? And that's amazing. Unlimited power! Oh, Magneto. Oh, interesting. I never even thought of that. How stupid that is. I've got the Magneto sweater and helmet, and I never thought that people might compare me to him. I just assumed big guy, bald head, fat, Kingpin, clearly. Duh. Too funny. Okay, we can take out a Death Seed. I'm certain of it. But just out of curiosity, what is the recommended? Undying? Looks like Undying. Which I'm okay with. I haven't used my Undying in a while. I don't think we need Doom here. Let's get everybody. Need that special to land on Sylvie. Not sure why I brought 2 teams up to deal with 1 team, but I figured both work as cleanup in many situations. Yeah, but we're live in chat. You just come on in whenever you want. Do we have? I think he's on defense, right? Yeah, he must be on defense. I've just seen him already. And they say a pre-taunt tank, which is going to be probably Drax, who's really low. Good day, sir. How are you? Here, sorry, give me 1 second. I don't think chat's hearing you at all. Chat, can you hear Jacob talking? I'm not. Oh, you know what? 1 second. No, it's perfect. Ouch. Shots fired. All right. Try talking now.
Can y'all hear me now? Still perfect. Oh, viewers. Oh, viewers.
Okay,
Oh,
they
man.
should be able to hear you now.
All right, can you hear me now? Oh, now you ruined it. Okay. So, basically what I was getting at is, all week I've been listening to people moan and complain and just a bunch of crybabies in the community, Like people are so mad. They're like, I gotta work extra hard. Like,
I think you're missing the
player.
point. I don't think the argument is they have to work extra hard. I think the problem is they can't work extra hard. Unless you're listening to different people than I am. The problem is that they can't work harder and get the things. They have to spend money to get the things. Okay. That's the problem I'm hearing.
Look at it from my perspective. What I'm trying to say is, like, as a video game, you want your end goal to always be unreachable. And as more things come out, you reach the things that was the end goal, but you move the goalpost. That's how you have longevity. When you have everything, like whenever I used to play an Xbox game, I would get 100% achievements on a game, then I put it in its case and never open it again. because I did everything that there is to do. And
Yeah.
that's what you're having a problem with, losing these Krakens. They've gotten to the end and they're like, now what? I just wait next year to have a couple of weeks of content, and then I wait the next year for a couple of weeks of content. Like, they love the game.
But how
but
is
they're
that?
also paying
How
all
is
this
that being
money.
any different than what's going to happen right now? Like the Krakens, from my understanding, are going to buy 7 stars for all these characters. They're going to walk into this
Yep.
event. They're going to unlock 7-star Wolverine, and then like they're just in
Absolutely.
the exact same position you're just talking about. If they put it
Except for
behind
they're going to get
Stargates and not behind harder content, it doesn't change the lack of gameplay for people at any level.
So their extra gameplay is going to be above everyone else for an extended period of time. It's going to make it more fun. Like I did, like, I supported this game so much, almost like a stockbroker, where when you buy high-end stocks, you get early access, you get exclusivity to certain things before they ever come out to the market. And it's the same thing if you invest in the company, because it is a business.
Yeah.
If you invest into the company, you get the rewards of having the 7 stars earlier. The rest of us, we're going to have to wait about 4 or 5 months to have all the characters like free to play 7 stars. And then the last time it comes out, before it becomes a permanent unlock like the others, we'll all have 7 stars. And during that time, we'll work and grind our way and get as high as we can. And next time it comes out, we'll get a few more stars. But it's going to allow us to accumulate more resources instead of just constantly being starved as well. Because, I stopped spending money because I realized, getting these extra stuff, like I was getting battle passes and the strike passes at least once a month. So like 1 strike pass, 1 battle pass a month. I'm very picky, but
Yeah.
I've gone free to play for the past like month and a half, because I started realizing I cannot get enough resources to keep building all these characters quick enough. So I'm going to focus in, not be afraid to let dead teams go. And at first I went all in with the Apocalypse teams, the Horseman teams. And so I had to build dead teams and had to be patient. And I'm still having to be patient for Big Boy. But now, while I'm waiting for the 4 or the 5 ISOs, while I'm farming them just specifically in the green for APOC, because I want APOC to be like to the moon. I'm buying all this T4s and everything. But now I'm focusing on my raid teams and Cosmic Crucible teams. Offense, not defense. I'll worry about defense once I have the offense. So I'm still working towards a big goal, but I'm also being able to shift focus to other areas. And you're going to see that when they release into the stores to where you can farm them. If you don't have them already and you haven't got like good drops in the mega orbs or the premium orbs or the Ultimus orbs, then you'll be able to like kind of play catch up and get them. And you'll enjoy the game more long term because you're chasing something. Once you get Mephisto, what else is there to chase?
Charles Xavier. I mean, it's the reason they brought Charles Xavier news out literally the same day as Mephisto came into the game, is so that there would be something to look forward to. I realize there's not much you can do towards him just yet, but you're like, oh, that's the next big thing. That's the next cool thing that I'm looking forward to. I don't know that they brought it out on the same day, but at the same time, I understand why they did it. I wish they brought it out either a day earlier or a day later, but whatever. I'm going to be playing devil's advocate a little bit here because it'll be more interesting if we're not just completely agreeing with each other. But for the sake of the chat and knowing where my position is, I'm personally more on your side than against you, Jacob. I think it is good to have long-term goals. I think that this change won't be the worst thing ever to happen to Marvel Strike Force, like some people are saying. And I'm a big fan of waiting till the event actually happens to see how bad it is, because there's so much we don't know about this event yet that I don't want to get pissy at something that I don't understand everything for. That said, I think it's important to understand what the people are complaining about, not call them crybabies for something else. Now, I was playing while you were talking, so I hope that I caught everything, but I was also a little distracted. So I'm just talking to you now. The complaint that I'm hearing is more that they took away player agency, so you can't min-max the event. You can't put more time into it than other people put into it to try and find the absolute best play lines and like get the best RNG and just like play the game as if it was an actual game and not just a collection of ones and zeros on a screen. You know what I mean? Like, for people who actually find that style of gameplay fun, they are getting rid of that, or so it seems based off of the information that they're giving us at this time. So I understand their complaint. I don't know that it's going to affect me one way or the other, because honestly, I didn't get like a 6 or a 7 star Nova, Green Cat, Black Cat, Green Goblin. I only got them at like 4 or 5 stars on the first time through. And there's a really good chance I'm going to get a 5-star Old Man Logan on the first time through. Like, that's really possible.
Right.
So it doesn't affect me. So when I'm making these arguments, I hope people aren't like, oh man, Mongoli's complaining again. Like, that's not how I actually feel. But
no, I was hoping you would take the other point.
I don't love it when Scopely in any game mode says you have to build this, you have to build it to this level. You don't have any choice in who you build. You don't have any choice in what you build. You don't have any choice in how much you build it. So the less choices I have, even if they're not good choices, the less I feel like this is a game where I have agency and I'm being respected. The more I feel like they are just like, okay, sit on the rails and enjoy the ride. And by the way, you have to pay for the ride. You know what I mean? Like at that point, it's a roller coaster, and I don't want to get on the roller coaster. I want to get in the bumper cars where I can, I still have to pay to get in, but I can choose what I do once I'm there. Does that make sense?
I'm one of those guys. I love knowing things. Like I'll research something that has nothing to do with my career field just because I love to know it. And so I talk to envoys in private chat. I talk to the player council in private chat, and I read blogs and stuff. And what I've gathered, that was never how Scopely wanted Scourges to be played in the first place.
No.
It was basically like they built it to require certain amounts, but they're not very good players to the point to where like they know the game inside and out, who does what, and how to min-max stuff to like the ultimate level as a lot of content creators. So when they create stuff, they're like, okay, this is hard. This is going to require 7 stars. Like, yeah, someone just did it with 4. Like, how? It wasn't. I don't think that they're causing a problem. I think they're fixing a solution.
I think so too. If you watch the video I made yesterday, I made a video yesterday with Run 7, and he's unfortunately very upset right now. Not necessarily with this, but just the game in general. And one of the points I was making was, damn it, I totally lost it. Wow, no, it just left my brain entirely.
The Iron Patriot event, that there is no excuse for that one.
That was a mix-up on math. Plain and simple.
Yep.
And the frustrating part is we have said time and time again, like a bunch of the envoys who do the math event videos, like if you would tell us every X factor, we could tell you if this is going to work or not. And they refuse to do it. And we're not really sure why. They won't even tell us why exactly. They just refuse to give us some of that information. It's like, we could have seen this one coming. Like when I made the video for the Iron Patriot, I did some guesswork on some of the stuff. And I was like, okay, if we get this many free gifts from the web store, if we get this much out of the the orb, stuff like that. Like I had myself squeaking by at 100 shards exactly. And then the orbs came out and they were worse than I thought. And then the free gifts came out and they were worse than I thought. And I ended up with 94 shards, which is like, I'm not like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. Blah. But it is unfortunate that a highly engaged player can't get the new characters when they come out, if that is the point of the release systems. So thankfully they did take that back and they did be like, okay, cool, we're going to make things right. And so I did unlock them with the free gift that they ended up giving at the end of it. But if they just let us know what those numbers were going to be, we could have fixed that problem before it was a problem, before it became a PR problem that's like, oh crap, we have to backtrack and try and make people happy again. Like, no, you could have just, the event could have just worked. Like, it wasn't that far from working. It just like a little tweak here, a little tweak there, and you would have been fine.
I'll tell you one solution that would help right now, and you wouldn't hear anybody complaining about all of this, is if in this gold store, Extreme X-Men are already farmable. They should not be in this store. I think instead it should have been the Cabal and Starbrand. That should have been the characters besides the Shining Gold store, whatever it's called.
Cabal's still pretty new, but I could definitely see CGR and Starbrand in there. You're 100% right, Zager. We shouldn't have to, but I would rather do it for free and have the game work properly than have to go through this once a month where it's like, ah, crap, the sky's falling. You're right. Their quality and assurance team should be on this, but whatever.
And I am a dead horse. Stop giving me Captain Carter shards and every freaking event. To use different characters.
Yeah.
Please.
Look, I have 2 or 3 runs.
But at least they didn't require diamonds.
So the thing with the event that we're going to have to figure out, you're absolutely right on that one. That would have been unfortunate. The thing with the event that we're going to have to figure out, and I'm waiting until the event actually starts, is how hard is it actually going to be to get 930,000 points? Because if we go back, I got Vral to look some things up for me. With 930,000 points in the Nova trial, that would have been worth 6 stars on Nova. Right? So, and I'm not saying, I am not saying we should get 6 stars on Old Man Logan. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was really hard to get that back then. I get that all of our accounts have gotten stronger, so with inflation or whatever you want to call it, it's probably a lot easier to get to that level. But I want to know that, and I'm not going to know that until the actual trial begins. But that will alleviate some fears. Because right here, 930,000, like, you used to get, what, 1.1 million to max out the event? And now 930 is almost like the minimum you need? Again, we've all gotten bigger accounts since then. I get that. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying I want to see how that's going to work out. Because since you're not getting shards for the character, you're getting a token. So it is all or nothing. How is this going to work for new characters? Like, not newer players, right? Like, you're, what, 90?
Yeah, 90.
Okay. So are you... Because in an older event, you would have been able to score, let's say, 800,000 points. You're definitely going to get on the leaderboard, and you're probably going to get X amount of shards. Now, if he's a 4-star unlock at 930, maybe you only get 100 shards. Still pretty good, but not the 180 you needed. But the next time it comes around, if you're only level 92, and you get, let's say, 100 shards again, you get your 800k again, that would have been enough to unlock him on your second time around. And this way, with the token system, you're not going to unlock him until you can clear that 930k bar.
They actually adjusted the points. So the 8 or 900 adjusted for inflation is like 500,000 on the old Scourges. They explained that on Mobile Gamers stream. Okay. Yesterday or the day before yesterday?
No idea.
Yeah, like.
But that's what it is.
They adjust.
But is that what it's going to... Okay, so you know more than I do on that one. Is that what it's going to be for Like, because now my team is 100,000, like, or level 100, I can have characters that are bigger. It's going to be easier for me to do it, or is it going to be like you actually are scoring more points at every level, so even newer players are going to get closer to 930,000 points? In which case, is this just Spinal Tap? We just turned it all to 11. Why not just like lower the scores to, I don't know. That maybe doesn't make sense because we do have higher teams. No, that probably does make sense. Never mind. I'll take that point back.
I think they wanted uh, uh,
You are cutting out hard, sir.
Is it better? I'll talk louder. It's raining. Sorry.
Yeah, yelling doesn't help when you're cutting in and out. Like your audio is going away. You're not getting quieter. It's just in, gone, in, gone.
Is that better?
I heard you say that pretty clearly.
Okay. So, yeah, I think they want like more rewards, so this feels like a better Scourge. So on the lower stuff, they raised up the points. Like every thing you get done is going to give you more points. And from what I've understood, until you get, I think it's the 900,000 that starts requiring star levels, like specific teams. And I think 800,000 was the unlock. Is that right? Or is it the other way around?
Let's find out real quick. I'll just bring the chart up. You're talking about at what level you actually require Out of Time and Cabal?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was at like
okay.
Level
so
10.
You require Out of Time and Cabal as of difficulty 5. And you will unlock him at difficulty 8.
Levels.
And star levels are difficulty 11.
And that's where it starts at 5 stars, right?
Correct. So anything less than 5 stars doesn't really matter.
Okay, so most of us will get about a 4-star unlock with some extra resources to build him up, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah. And we've got an event happening between now and then. Well, technically 2 events, but one of them is saying we're going to get Out of Time and Cabal character shards. The other one just says we're going to get resources for the Cabal team. It doesn't technically say shards, but here's hoping. So depending on how good that Red in the Tooth Claw event is, this might all be 100% moot, which is why I don't want to be just like, oh my God, this is the worst thing. Because like it might be fine. Like, honestly, I'm pretty close to getting 5 stars on all my characters. And if I walk out of this event one time around with a 5-star Wolf Logan, I'm going to be just fine with that. That's very okay with me.
Yeah, I'm pretty close myself.
The thing that I'm nervous about, the thing that I will actually be a little upset about, is if difficulty 15 subtly requires you to be level 100 with gear tier 19. Like, if a 7-star Logan is essentially Mephisto hard to get, that sucks. But that's so far away from me that I don't care. You know what I mean? Like right here, I'm just going to focus on this event for the first time, getting those 5 stars. Somebody with money can tell me if I need to have them at gear tier 19 to actually beat the event. I'm sorry, chat. I've been paying attention to Jacob here. Got to mute? Okay, no worries. Also, the music muted. I don't know that I did that on purpose, did I? All right. If I'm lucky, I'm doing 2 or 3 runs and have to reset more than 10 times on a note, I'm probably starting over and over again, giving up. Exactly. This is bad. For those people that are really, really good, it does affect them as well as the people that play to min-max perfection. But that is a small percent of the player base. Unfortunately, the part of the player base that you're talking about there, Midnight, is also the part of the player base that has microphones. So you're going to hear those people specifically a lot. Not shitting on anybody, but like, that's going to be some of your content creators, some of your envoys. So you're going to hear that perception quite a bit. Space Invaders don't play this game much, so they tune it to their skills, sometimes especially when it's new game mode, and they truly skilled people blow the crap out of the water. So here's the thing. A highly engaged Kraken will crush a highly engaged free-to-play player every single time. But a highly engaged free-to-play player can beat a mildly engaged Kraken. And I heard from somebody else, and I don't remember who, so I don't want to misquote, that the actual Krakens don't give a shit. But it's the Krakens who like spend a lot of money but don't play the game that much. They're the ones who are pissed off, and that's why this changed. Take that for what you will. They always have leaks and they want to... some of those... Get envoys want to help events. Well, it's a limited store, and they could have had them in the house. All right. I don't know. It's too early for me to get upset about this. If I get into this and for some reason I can't beat difficulty 8 with my roster, then I might be a little upset. But honestly, would I be upset at the game, or would I be upset at myself for not building my teams higher? Like my out of time, my Peggy, Captain America, and Black Knight are all gear tier 18 level, at least 95, if not 100. My Cabal is all level 100 gear tier 18. My Loki is gear tier 17 level 100. My Emma is very low. Like the two teams that are quote unquote required, I'm good on. The Cosmic Bio, Hero Skill, Villain, we'll see. I don't imagine any of those are going to be super problematic for me, at least not at this level, hopefully. I don't know. I realize we just brought Jacob on to talk about it, but like I'm kind of over it because like, yeah, I've said my piece. I've heard other people's pieces. Unless somebody has something really drastically interesting to say. Moving on. Wasn't expecting a face or character in the thumbnail. Never apologize for your emotes. It's on. After. Cool. I'm in a group chat with a couple of envoys, and I sent them a link, and they were just getting back to me on it. Ooh, did somebody actually attack this? Mr. X, go for it, bud. Kill that room. So it looks like I may be trying to go for difficulty 12. Nice. Let's see. What was difficulty 12? That's 5-star. The second level 5-star. Ooh. Good job. I think we took a look at my team earlier, and there's only like the 2 Cabal members are pretty far away. The out-of-time characters are really close. Like 4 of the 5 of them are at 5-star. One of them is at 4-star, but he's only like 12 shards away from 5-star. And then my 2 Cabal members, obviously not Namor, are pretty far away still, unfortunately. These teams suck. Somebody else can take them. There, we'll clear this room. We've only got the 1 attack left anyways. Capped at 5-star, which, like, honestly, so the other thing is, with the old legendary system, and I didn't play a ton of them, so I'm just kind of going off of what I remember, but let's say Omega Red. You had to have certain requirements to get into Omega Red in the first place. You had to have characters at a certain gear tier level, star level, all that stuff. So if you didn't clear it on the first go around, you'd get on the next one. And some of the characters, I don't remember the characters required for Omega Red, to be honest. But let's say Icarus, because I remember him. Like, if you needed 7 stars for Icarus, Icarus took like 2 years for me to get enough shards to get him up to 7 stars. Like, he was a 6-star or 5-star even for the longest time. If that was still where the game state was, I would be way more upset about this. But they changed things around. They talked about making it so that you can have every character up to a certain level within 6 months, with a few exceptions. And unfortunately, Black Knight might be one of those exceptions. But with a few exceptions, you can have every character up to that level. And so far, I think they've done a really, really good job of being true to their word on that one. So by the time this comes around a second time, I fully expect to have 6 stars on those characters, if not 7, and at least some of them will be farmable. Again, Black Knight might be an exception to that rule. We'll find out, but I'm not going to get pissed off about something that may or may not happen. So if I get a 5-star on this the first time it goes around, and I can get a 6 or a 7 the second time it comes around, I still count that as a win. I don't think it's necessarily the most fun you can have with this game mode, and that's unfortunate. But as far as rewarding goes, I think it's still a win. What am I doing? I'm talking Infestation. I bought unlocks on Cabal and passes on everything. I haven't bought the leader pass. If I buy the leader pass, I'll have 5 stars on him. So that might happen. Still 30 Star Branch short of a 4 and 4 Iron Patriot short. Ugh, okay. Pretty sure I will get in the event that happens between now and then. I hope so. Like, we don't know enough about the event in the meantime, but the fact that it does give shards is good. If they want to be super duper scummy, they could technically give you Namor and the 2 captains and be like, here, we give you shards for Cabal and at a time. Doop ba doop ba doop. I think literally people would riot if they didn't have shards for other characters. I am not anticipating that being the case. I'm just saying that that's worst case scenario. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I'm not trying to fearmonger on that one. I'm just saying. If I get 5 stars on this, it'll be no different. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying, Midnight. That's what I'm used to getting. So if I can walk away with here, I mean, the 4-star will be a little unfortunate, but if I can get the 5-star, whatever. That's pretty much what I'm used to. He's just going to avoid that, so let's hit him instead. I have 1 diamond on Black Knight. The shards were on for me, but I bought him. Oh, well, fair enough. Fear Mongolian. Nice. I like it. I accept. I mean, I don't, because that's not what I want to be known for, but well done. Nice pun. Wow, 1 diamond on Black Knight. I am the jellies. Sometimes slang just doesn't work for me. I don't know. It sounds weird in my head. Or in my ears. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, let's... I'm very curious about the Pocket Dimension rewards. I am less hopeful for them. I feel like if they were going to give Cabal shards, it would have said Cabal shards. Right? Like, all it says is, I think, rewards to level up your character. Keep an eye on the Epic campaigns because next Pocket Dimension is bursting into existence soon. We'll have more details in an upcoming blog, but this is an all-new Pocket Dimension that will be called Temporal Dimension and designed for the Cabal team. Excuse me again. Power up this team of evil geniuses to ensure you double dip on rewards, first with Temporal Dimension and then with the Old Man Logan trials. Actually, now that I'm reading it again, it doesn't even say, like, it just says it's designed for the Cabal team. It doesn't actually say it's going to give rewards for the Cabal team.
Surely it'll give rewards of some kind.
Well, no, it's definitely going to give rewards, but I don't. Will they be Cabal specific rewards, or will it just be rewards? Either way, I mean, I'll take a Pocket Dimension. It's something new. If the game wants to give me new content, I'll take it. And they do specify, and like they have specified many times, this is a new Pocket Dimension. This is not just a rehash of the old one.
Yeah, what the heck is a Pocket Dimension?
It's a dark dimension that's short and lasts for a couple of days.
Ooh, maybe a couple of what are those freaking golden orbs? I already said it. Maybe
the Mega Gold Orb?
No, not the Mega Gold. The other one.
The Glittering Gold?
That orange one. The orange one. 50 to 100 shards of a good character.
Oh, the premium orb.
Yeah, premium. And maybe get like some like 1 or 2 premium orbs.
I wouldn't be sad about that.
Yeah, I already got 100 drop on Black Knight.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I got 5 red.
Ooh. Oh, not the premium orb. That's not the right one. The mega orb is what somebody's saying. Oh yeah, because there's mega gold and mega. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, the mega orb.
I'm very excited that the open all button is coming back. I know it's gonna be. Ooh, I've got a mega orb. Come on, good luck.
Star-Lord.
Big money, no women. Look at the 3 it's showing me. Like, oh, it's gonna be one of 100 at a time. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's purple. I'll take it. Holy shit! It actually is somebody relevant. Cool. It's not gonna be a whole.
The middle's always purple.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't have to shit on my parade there, Jacob. Just let me have my happy moment. I was all happy for a second there.
What'd you get? I had to pause.
Cosmic Ghost Rider. So it actually is relevant.
Oh, no. It is relevant.
What's no? That's one of the 2 teams I need. It doesn't get much better than that. I mean, he's already level 5, so I guess it could have been one of the other ones, but...
Could be Black Knight.
It could have been Black Knight. You're absolutely right. I should definitely be more pissed off than I am.
Or...
See, Midnight's on my side. Something useful. Absolutely nothing from my premium orbs. Let's check out these diamonds.
Whenever you said...
Sorry, what was that, Jacob?
Low-level players, if you're complaining about like not having diamonds, I'll tell you what's working for me. And I punch up triple my TCP consistently every week. So I'm doing something right. Stop opening 7 orbs. Like when you get the 7 red orbs, just convert them to diamonds. Like you can pull 7s from your 6s. You can buy 7s with your gold credits because they're doing nothing. They're useless.
Yep. I like to keep 1 or 2 duplicate diamonds. Son of a bitch. For when a new character comes out. I realize it's not necessary, but when a new character comes out, I keep it, and then I can just burn through because I've got pretty much everybody at 7 stars already. So it'll just keep going until I get that new character. So I only need 1 or 2, and then I convert all the rest. Another diamond. Ooh, 2 diamonds on Spider-Woman. I did not build her at all. But hey, I'll take it.
It's another quick ride.
I will take diamonds on a character over duplicates, even if it's a character I don't really use. Although it didn't show up, so I must not even have her... She's probably not even... Like, I probably got the 7 star, but I never paid the money for it. What is her team? A-Force. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, there she is. Cool. Well... What the hell? Go from 6 red stars to 2 diamonds. Not bad. Streamer's luck. I'll take it. I have not opened mine. Let's see what I get. So you could have had my luck 50 Star-Lord Infinity War. Oof. Yes. No, I will take mine over yours any day. Even if this event wasn't going on, I'd still be happier with mine than yours. I guess I can stop spending elite raid credits on Black Cat. That's what I'm not upset about this. It's going to sound like I'm upset. I understand that this is still a win. I had 240 of these like a week ago, and I was like, all right, you know what? Green Goblin's not coming. I was waiting for him, and so I just started buying these every reset just constantly for the last week, maybe week and a half. And then they brought out that change. And it's like, oh, I've got 900,000 of these. I could have had more than double what I had for the Crimson Orbs. I'm not sad about it. I will still take more access to Crimson gear all day, every day. But like, oh, I could have had so much more Crimson Gear if I had just been a little bit more patient. Whatever, it is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. It just, yeah. I have no one to blame but myself. Because they gave us no heads up that that would happen. So it wasn't like I was like, ooh, this is going to be there. I just have to wait. It's like, nah, I didn't see that one coming. I'm not, again, I think it sounds like I'm more pissed off than I actually am. It's more of an ironic kicking myself than it is actually rumble. Wow, I guess I can stop spending Elite Red with Black Hat and wait until the new way of buying them goes live. What sucks is when you get an awesome pull of 3 diamond Kang, but you already have them at 3 diamonds, so it's a duplicate. Oh, I would love I've got 2 diamonds on my Kang, and if I got the 3rd diamond, I'd be very, very happy. But yeah, if it's a duplicate, that's rough. I figured Green Goblin wasn't coming for quite some time, so I decided to max out Black Cat. Yeah, and I was waiting for Green Goblin because I didn't think it would be as long as it is. And when it became obvious that it's not coming anytime soon, that's when I was like, all right, guess I should just spend it on these guys. Gonna wait on the Crimson Orb's a great idea. I'm not saying because now I will max out Nova as well because I have 3.2 million. Oh, raid credits. I think I meant elite raid credits. Like, damn, somebody's gonna get some orbs. I wish they knew how much the orbs were going to cost, but whatever. Any access to them is good. I'll take it. To get a 3 diamond pull on Viv twice. I never want to hear you complain about diamond pulls. Too bad, Anthony. I'm going to complain about them anyways. Just your luck's worse. That's fair, but I still want to. It's just like they're going to do this, and then in 4 weeks they'll drop Green Goblin Awaken abilities into the elite part. Maybe. We'll see. It'd be, I mean, it's not out of the realm, but it'd be a little bit weird if they had them in the same thing in 2 different categories. Oh, look, more blitzing. Whee! Blitz check, everybody. So I'm going to be doing a show with Run 7 coming up. And when I say a show, I don't mean a one-off. I mean like an ongoing show where we're going to talk about movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So the question is, and I have for the community, I don't have more time to stream, so it would have to take over a different show. So, would it be better? So option 1 would be do it on Wednesday after Cosmic Crucible, or I guess maybe before Cosmic Crucible, depending. But that's going to be tough because there's a lot of streamers who do Cosmic Crucible, so we'll have a lot of competition. Option 2 is do it Thursday night when there is not really much to do in Marvel Strike Force. So less competition, more likelihood that we can get some eyes on the channel, which would be nice. But that would mean I'd have to give up Wednesday's stream, which would be unfortunate. Or Saturday, doing it at like 11, which is kind of when we've been doing like the movie trivia show. So you'd get like a couple of hours of me maybe reading the blog post or doing war tasks like I've been doing, and then Run would join me once we've already got, like, because we've got a bit of an audience now, which is nice. And then we would talk movies for like an hour or 2 and then sign off and call it a day. So out of curiosity, while I've got some people here, which of those options appeals to you? Bilba Hotep says Saturday, Jacob says Thursday. I would love as much, you know what the hell, I'll make a poll, because that's something I should learn how to do. I was going to say that I know how to do it, and then I realized it's not actually right there. Community chat safety. Manage your poll. Ask your community a question. Done. Add to cat. Boop. Manage poll. New poll. Question. When should Run and I stream our movie show? Response. Wednesday after, yes, I have to spell it out, after CC. Thursday. Saturday after war. Duration, let's go 10 minutes. Streamed. Saturday for sure. Are you blitzing for the leaderboard or web event? I am doing it for the web event. I've been very lazy this week. And so I'm pretty behind. I'm also not taking this event very seriously because I just don't care. So I'm saving my power cores. I'm not using them on this. Doolum had a pretty good idea a little while ago, and so I'm going to kind of try and follow that as best that I can, which is essentially spend as few power cores as you possibly can until the next like absolutely meta shifting character comes out, the next like Black Knight or whatever it tends to be. And then you'll have a bunch of power cores that you can use to just get as many orbs for that character as you can and try and get a little bit of a leg up. We'll see. If that works, I'll do it in the future, and if not, then it's a one-time experiment. Do Wednesday. Are you blitzing? We're going to take a poll, and we all know how difficult that can be. The other thing is, honestly, I'm not trying to dissuade people from taking the poll. Please help me out with this. But it might not matter. Because, like, if Run comes back and he's like, no, I'm not doing that. That's my family time. Cool, good enough. He was saying he could make Saturday work if it was like a once off. But if this is going to be an every week thing, I don't know if he's going to want to sacrifice every Saturday morning. We'll see. Polls are hard. That's what she said. Couldn't resist. Woohoo. Oh, and I've all got is just bad poll jokes. Cool. Oh, he does streaming with his kids on Saturday night? I don't usually hang out on stream on a Saturday night. I'm usually doing things with my kids, so that makes sense that I don't know that, but I didn't know that. Because originally I was talking to him, I originally approached Run with the idea of doing it once a month. And what I was going to do is have like a rotation. So like one Saturday I'd hang out with Run and we'd discuss like current movies that we're watching or TV shows that we're watching. The next Saturday I'd have my brother on and we'd do like a top 5 or a tier list or something like that. The next Saturday I'd do like the game show, right? Like if Ambassador Al would ever freaking get back to me. Or if anybody out there wants to be on the movie game show, please reach out to me on Discord or here. That'd be amazing. And then like I'd figure out something to do for the 4th Saturday. Maybe it would just be me talking movies. I don't know. But then like hopefully people would think to tune in like, oh, I can talk movies with this guy. And every week it's something a little bit different. And then it's not as taxing on like, cause my brother's got kids, Run's got kids. It's less taxing on somebody if they're like, oh, I only have to be here once a month as opposed to like every freaking week. Family streams many times on Saturday night. Maybe not every Saturday, but I see notifications. Mr. Free to Play Classic Strat. I don't know what that is. Is that another streamer or are you? My family time and evenings for me. So Saturdays are about the only time I can just hang out. Interesting. Okay. I would have thought that would have been the other way around. I would have thought people would have had Saturdays as like, vacation time, go camping, hang with their kids, soccer, whatever it is that you/your kids are into. Either way, I want it to be, I didn't realize he's the only one, whatever. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Run and I haven't had a ton of time to interact, but every time we do, I have a good time and the conversation seems to flow fairly well. So hopefully that translates, the audience enjoys it, and we can build something. That'd be pretty cool. Especially if he is getting frustrated with Marvel Strike Force. Like, I don't want him to leave, but if he's leaving anyways, I'd love to be able to continue the relationship. So if this is something, and he jumped on this, like he was all in. He's like, yes, absolutely, count me in. Which was a much more positive reaction than I was first anticipating. So I was very happy with that. Hopefully the audience
this summer I'll be willing to. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I said sometime this summer I'll be willing to jump onto one of the movie things.
Sounds good. I would love at some point. Give me a time to come up with some questions.
Yeah, I'll have to grab my camera out of the closet.
Yeah.
I'm not doing my computer webcam, even though it's a MSI.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would love to have a conversation with you sometime when you're not driving and I'm not playing the game. We can actually just like chat, because I'd be very curious. Like, you, for anybody who doesn't know, and I'm sure most of you do, Jacob actually works in the film industry, and I would be very curious to hear more about some of your experiences and what that's actually like. Not right now, but like at some point I'd do a show on that. That would be pretty interesting, I'm sure. And even better if, I'm not distracted with blitzing, you're not distracted driving. We can actually just sit down and have a conversation.
Just diapers and student loans don't pay themselves. So even when I'm not on a Saturday, I'm usually out driving every other weekend.
Fair enough.
Sometimes every weekend. Right now, I've been working less film, and on my days off, I do more promotion downtown because I just got my my own the LLC and business cards and
Oh, okay.
all sorts of good
Actually starting up your own thing legitimately.
Absolutely.
What is this?
JBD Homes Productions. Yeah, I actually changed my vote to Saturday because I thought, and I'm like, worst comes to worst, once a month or whatever it is, depending on Saturday off to do that or to do the show with Run might actually be a fall.
You're cutting in and out real bad again, bud. Sorry. All right, where are we at with milestones?
On the boondocks.
I don't know what you just said, but I'm going to assume it was interesting and entertaining. Midnight thinks you're going to be a big mover and shaker one day. For a big mover and shaker for a robot. I think he said he's at the Boondocks. Nope. Not getting any of that, bud. Sorry.
Yeah. Mother Nature.
I'm sorry. What was that swear word sentence? Mother Pager?
Nature.
Mother Major? Okay. JP is an AI creation. No, confirmed.
Nature.
Mother Nature. Nature. Okay.
Mother Nature.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I also use Mother Father.
Or Mother Trucker, or is that too close?
It doesn't make sense. It's not as
all right, I'm sorry, bud. You are way too in and out. I can't really have a conversation with what's going on right now. I'm gonna let you go unless you can get a bit more of a stable connection or something. Sorry, don't want to be rude, but also I don't know what you're saying. I can't imagine the community knows what you're saying. I'm Gen X and from New York. Nothing but the premium words from me. That's just snow and rocks up there for you Canadians. Mother Nature. Yeah. I think we're 100% here. Yeah, we're done here. Oh, come on, Team 1. Please be Hefe. Please be Hefe. Please be Hefe. It is Hefe. Ha! I'm gonna fuck him. Poll ended. Wow, that was 10 minutes already? 100% for Saturday. Got a whole lot of lurking going on right now. There's definitely more than 4 people in here, but whatevs. Appreciate you hanging out, even if you're not saying nothing. Oh, what? No, I don't want to do that. I want to do... Go away. No. Yeah, I realize I said that wrong. I'm going to fuck with him, not, you know, what I said. Geez, Hefe. Do your job already. Didn't realize cap locks were on. So be it. Run, Hefe. He's a big man. He's... Run, boy. He's got a taste of meat now. Yes, that was just another random Simpsons quote that probably most people don't get. I know my wife doesn't. I'm full of brilliant quotes that she just doesn't understand whatsoever. It makes me sad all the time. Restock, I don't think we bought anything here. And then I think we're kind of done for now. We'll jump over to the baby account for a little bit, see how that looks. Or we can jump over to Fortnite or a different game entirely. Whatever, I'm pretty easygoing. Yeah, we're not going to spend our ISO, so that's as far as we're getting for now. Boop. The ISO event starts on Monday, right? It's not like Wednesday or something. Like, it's not forever away. Human Spider Spotty, Bash bonus orbs, no collect alliance credits. Oh yeah, it is ISO QV. Starts Monday. Perfect. Okay, so I have to wait a day or two. That's all right. If I had to wait like a week, I might actually do something, but I missed clipping saying you're gonna FFA. I mean, oh, that actually would be a good clip. I can grab it from the stream afterwards. That's fine. I don't know how often I want my stream yelling that I'm gonna FFA, but you know, once in a while might be fun to say it, not to. Moving on. Oh man, you said that and I got that scene from Clerks 2 in my head about the movie bathroom. Oh, I love Clerks 2, but I'm not. What? The movie bathroom. I don't I'm blanking on the scene specifically. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan though. It's been a minute since I've seen that one, but seems like a once a day redemption. As long as he doesn't have a headache. You know, as long as he's in the mood, he doesn't have a headache, you know, something like that, then yeah, it'll be once a day at best. Maybe like once or twice a week. Something, you know. Definitely on my birthday. All right. I think we're done with that. So we'll jump over to the baby account and see what's happening here. I was the only person to attack in the raid. Cool. Cool. I'm going to allow that. About not jerking off in the bathroom because the guy will come in all sex. Yes. Okay. Has to fight them off while he's trying to show his guy. Oh, that might be time for a rewatch. I saw the first one. So recently Kevin Smith has been doing this release strategy where instead of releasing movies into theaters, he actually goes on tour with them. And so I've seen the last couple of movies that way, including Clerks 3, and it was a great time. I've seen him live a bunch of times at this point. And I own Clerks. My wife got it for me for Christmas, Clerks 3, but I haven't seen it since that viewing. And honestly, I don't really like watching comedies by myself. So it's just that, like, when am I going to have somebody to watch this with? Did you enjoy Clerks 3? For the most part. I think I don't remember thinking Brian O'Halloran wasn't a great actor in 1 or 2. I mean, like, he's not great in 1, but he's surrounded by people that are not great, and he does a fine enough job in 2 that he doesn't stand out. In 3, he has to do some very emotional scenes directly across from Rosario Dawson, and Rosario Dawson is a fucking phenomenal actress, and it's really obvious that Brian O'Halloran is not in those scenes. I don't want to crap on the guy. Like, he's made quite a career for himself for where he started, and like, good for him. But there's a couple of scenes there where you're just like, ooh, not quite, my friend. But overall, the story of it, I did enjoy. I did laugh quite a bit. The Elias character is a little too over the top and ridiculous for me, and I find as I'm getting older or as Kevin Smith is changing, there's usually a character in each of his movies where I'm just like, this could have been cut. But overall, I have fond memories of the movie, and I feel like I liked it. I'll watch it again sometime, and I'll give you a better 100% answer. But that's what I remember from my initial viewing. I really love the ending of Clerks 3. You never really get an emotional pull from Kevin Smith. You know what? The ending of Clerks 3 and Jay and Silent Bob reboot, I'm not gonna lie, both of them had me pretty emotional. Like the Ben Affleck scene in Reboot is kind of beautiful. I don't really remember it all that much. I just remember the emotion at the time. What am I? Oh, right, this baby account. I was like, what am I? What is going on right now? Duh. So I mean, he can do it, but yeah, it's definitely not what he's known for. I'm not a Jersey Girl hater because that one actually did have some emotional heft for me. I don't remember Jersey Girl, to be perfectly honest. Like, I can tell you things about it. I know, like, Will Smith is in it. I know, like, I remember basic plot points, but I don't remember the movie well enough to give it a letter grade of how much I liked it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to watch that one again. I've been really wanting to watch Cop Out again. I think I've only seen it maybe twice ever, and both a long time ago. I'm not expecting the world from it by any stretch, but I'm just curious how it's held up and how it's done. Because I know, like, that's the one that he has the big beef, or had the big beef with Bruce Willis for a long time. I think they've buried the hatchet since. But that was a huge sticking point in their, I'm going to say relationship. I don't even know if they had a relationship. That might be too strong of a word. But I'm curious to go back to it and see how bad it is. Because I don't remember disliking it the first time I saw it. But I also feel like I saw it before I knew all the backstory of, like, everything that was happening on scene. You know what I mean? Didn't mean that to rhyme. That just kind of happened. There's a few I still need to watch. Tusk and the one he made with his daughter. This is making me... Oh, my God. Dogma is my number one. I love that movie. That movie, ironically, this is weird wording, but it is what it is. That movie was like religion for me when I first saw it. Like, I watched it so much. I was like a Jehovah's Witness, just going, like, door to door, be like, all of my friends, I'm like, have you seen Dogma? You need to come over to my house and we'll watch Dogma. Yes, Tracy Morgan is in Cop Out. Tracy Morgan and Bruce Willis. It's a buddy cop with the two of them. There we go. Yeah, Dogma is my number. Oh, man. So my brother and I do a top 5 list. We've done a couple of them at this point. I would love to do a top 5 Kevin Smith, because I think he's got like 10 or 11 movies at this point, depending on what you classify. I don't know that my brother is a Kevin Smith fan at all. So it'd be like, that might be a little bit tough. Brother is significantly more religious than I am, which is to say, religious. What do we got over here? Can we buy any diamonds for anybody we care about? Oh, geez, we could just buy them anyways. I didn't realize how many of these we had. Let's just buy all of them. They only cost $1. I'd buy that for $1. Who knows that reference? That's going back. There are things that stick in my brain that I'm like, oh, that's such a good reference. Everybody will know that. And be like, does anybody know that? Like, that might be just something that sticks in my brain because my brain is dumb. Can I tell you the capitals of certain places? No, I cannot. Can I tell you what movies that quote is? RoboCop. Well done, Midnight. Yes, I can. God, I wish my brain actually kept useful information in it. Like, you know what? If Simpsons talked about Marvel Strike Force kits, I would know every single one of these kits backward and forward. I can give you Simpsons or Friends quotes for days. Hey, that game you've been playing professionally for a year and a half? What does this character do? I have no idea. I don't know. I hit special. I laugh, but it's actually legitimately kind of sad. Let's upgrade Gamora if we can. Yes, please. Actually, nah, we'll save her for now. Nothing beats Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back for me. Well, maybe Mallrats. I watched Mallrats so much growing up, and I loved that movie. And then I tried watching it, like, I guess it was like 2 or 3 years ago now, and it just did not hit the same. Now, admittedly, I watched it on a night shift at like 2 a.m. by myself. Not exactly ideal watching conditions, but it was still just like, oh, all right. Like, I didn't hate it, but it was just like, I've seen this so many times. I know all the lines. Like, it's a movie I would love to introduce to somebody and be like, watch this with me, and I'd probably have a great time. But just to watch it by myself at this point, it just didn't do it for me in quite the same way, and I was disappointed by that. Just wanted, like, not like, oh man, this movie's trash, but just like, oh, I was hoping that this would hit better. I don't know. All right, we need to level character up, so let's go get our extreme as high as we can get them. Exactly, we need to get Hank Azaria to read me kids. Oh, 25% more damage. Marge. Still if you need to watch Tusk. I kind of want to watch Tusk again. I really want to watch Red State again. Because I feel like I didn't care for it at the time, but I keep hearing about how good it is. And I'm like, maybe I just wasn't in the right mood. I don't know. I have to try that one again. Tusk was interesting, is the best I can say about it. And the one he made with his daughter, Hosers? Hoser Girls? No. I'm not reading chat. I'm going to get this one on my own. Canadian? No, shit. Oh my God. Yoga Hosers. I didn't care for at all. That was the only one that was like, no, this is a complete fail in my books. He's gone too far down the rabbit hole. No, thank you. Not interested. It took me 2 tries to get through it, and I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. So, I mean, if you want to watch it just to be a completionist, go for it. But, like, find it for free somewhere. Red State was fine. Fair. I need to give it a try. I also thought it was going to be much more of a horror movie, and instead it was just like an action movie almost. Not quite. I don't know. It was weird. I still quote Mallrats, when instant karma happens, someone... That's what you get for fucking with me. Weird. My computer just hiccuped. That's the one that has his daughter and Johnny Depp star. That's correct. Yes. Harley Quinn Smith and... I'm blanking on her name, but yes, it is Johnny Depp's daughter. Is it Haley? Haley Depp? No. I don't know. Whatever it is. So top 5's most watched movies, as in, like, you have watched it more than 10 times. Oh, that's a good one, because we would have totally different lists, but it could be anything you wanted to talk about. Oh, I like that a lot. Out of curiosity, how many people in chat have actually watched one of my top 5 lists that I made with my brother? I know Hefe was trying to get me fired from my own show and have Jonathan take over for me. But I'm pretty sure that's just because he hates me, not because he actually likes Jonathan. I watched the rom-com one. Oh, cool. The worst one. Oh my God. That was tough for me to sit through as the host. He picked a fucking Auschwitz movie as his #1. Oh my God. I still razz him about that. We don't talk as often as I'd like, but even when we do, I'm just like, so? Good exchange of feedback. Cool, thank you. But I enjoyed it too much to cut. Cool. All right. I need to watch that film where Brian O'Halloran played a clown. No, you do not. Don't remember much about it. Oh, Vulgar? Okay, so for people who don't know, the View Askew logo. So View Askew is the company that Kevin Smith made when he started making Clerks. Yeah. And the logo for the View Askew, and now we're on ads, so that's cool. Hit subscribe so you don't have to get ads. I'll wait till you guys are back. If you are back. Ads starts... Oh, wait. Skip it. Haha, I hit snooze. So the logo for View Askew was a clown, and the clown was named Vulgar. Somebody, it wasn't Kevin Smith, actually made a backstory movie for Vulgar the Clown, where Brian O'Halloran was the clown, and essentially he was working like a dead-end job or something, and decided, you know what would be funny is if I like rented myself out as a clown for parties, where I would just like show up and I'd just be like, I want to say it was something like he'd be show up in like a diaper and just be like a vulgar clown, like not for kids parties, but for like birthdays. Like, ha, we got you a birthday clown for your 19th birthday, Bobby. Ha ha ha. And he'd just come out and it'd be a joke and he'd leave. And he's like, that'd be a great idea. I have no idea why they'd think that'd be a great idea, but whatever. It was 2009. It was a different time. I just totally guessed on that. It was actually probably more like 2003. Whatever. And he goes and like Ethan Suplee and his parents are like the first person to rent him out, and they like turn him into the Gimp from Pulp Fiction, essentially, if I remember correctly. It's been a very long time. Wasn't my cup of tea, is what I'm going to say to that one. 2000, even earlier than I thought. Now, here's one that I can never remember the name of. Maybe you'll remember it. Not Brian O'Halloran, but the other guy. Ryan Johnson? No. Ryan Anderson? Ryan Anderson directed a movie. And in my brain, I remember thinking that's actually a pretty good movie. And I want to see it again, but I have no idea what it's called. I realize IMDb exists, but I usually think about it when I'm driving, not when I'm actually sitting at a computer. So I could go look it up right now. But does anybody remember that? Does anybody have any idea what I'm talking about? It seems like we got a couple of film fans / Kevin Smith fans in here. So I'm curious if anybody has it off the top of their head. It's not Ryan Anderson. It's something else. Jeff Anderson. It's Jeff Anderson. Ryan Anderson is someone I know in real life. Clerks, Zack and Miri. So which one? He's a director of one film. Oh, damn it. I wanted that. He's a director of one film called... The hell? Try again. Now you know. There we go. 2002. I don't remember anything about this movie other than I feel like I enjoyed it. On the eve of his bachelor party, a man learns his fiancée wants to call off the wedding. The unmarried couple returns to New Jersey to sort out their relationship. Rent or buy on Amazon. I don't really want to buy it, but I'd watch it if it was like free somewhere. I am not recommending this, Hotep. I do not remember it well enough to be like, this is a great movie and you need to go check it out. Not what I'm saying. I feel like I remembered this movie fondly, and I would like to watch it again. That is not the same thing as saying it's actually really good. So if you watch this and like, this is shit, I'm not a recommendation. Is this Elias? It is Elias. Okay. Also, Jason Mewes directed a movie a while ago, which I don't remember loving, but was like, I'm impressed that he did it. Good for him. there is a world where he died very young and is a burnout, and the fact that he's got any career at all is pretty awesome. And honestly, a testament to him that he got clean of drugs and whatnot and actually made something of himself. All right, we need to do some arena attacks with whatever this team is. We can punch up a little bit. I don't know if we're going to punch up all that high. Oh, shit. Whoops. Didn't mean to just jump in with whatever team we had, but here we are. Sorry, wife texted. All right. Sorry about that. All right, so out of curiosity, what would be on your guys' top 10 or top 5, whatever, most watched movies? Not necessarily your favorite movies, although I assume that it would be. But what are some things that are like your absolute go-tos, seen it so many times, makes your eyes bleed? Yeah, Brian O'Halloran's actually got a decent amount of credits for, again, no offense to the dude, but for his... the amount of stuff that guy's been in, for the amount of talent that guy has, is impressive. 2 different people with Army of Darkness on top of their list. Wow. I think I've seen it once. Please don't hate me. I'm not a Sam Raimi fan. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into his stuff. And the fact that they're talking about bringing him back for more Spider-Man movies and having him do like Secret Wars, like it just has me terrified. Let's get out of here. That's the only thing I remember about that movie, for what it's worth, is that, like, freaking skeleton.
Burn the Canadian heathen.
I'm just being honest. I'm sorry. I like what I like, and that's not it. I watched Army of Darkness so much as a kid, I can still recite it verbatim. So, like, that's true for me for other things. Like, Monty Python, Holy Grail, and Princess Bride. I could probably quote significant portions of that still, and I haven't seen either one in quite some time. But we just watched them so much as a kid. So, like, generally, I think my audience is a little bit older, so I'm going to assume most of you are kind of in the same boat that I am. But, like, back in the day, you would own X amount of movies and they would just be on repeat because, like, you had nothing else to really do. You didn't have Netflix. You didn't have access to stuff constantly. We didn't, like, I think we had cable, but not like it is today with satellite with thousands of channels. Like, there were still dead times where there's nothing on. Excuse me. So whatever VHSs you happened to have in the house, that's what you watched. So there are movies that are probably on my top 10 list, not top 10, top most watched list, that are not good movies by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just like, well, that's what I owned. Herp-a-derp. Blitz Sim unlock. Woo! My life just got so much better. My life got better because I can play the game less. Yes, you heard that properly. All right, so we need to make some teams now. Now it matters. Let's see, we can make most of an extreme X-Men team, not you. Where's... Oh, he's there. Okay, sorry, so we're looking for Sunspot. So where's Sunspot? He should be higher than this. Yeah, there we go. And we'll throw Wolverine on, because I don't think he's going to have a home anywhere else. And he at least has the X-Men tag. Saved! Mortal Kombat! Oh, I loved Mortal Kombat back in the day. Shawshank Redemption is amazing. It's not one that I put on, but it was like the best. Inigo Montoya, by the way, just in case you're like, he doesn't get it. It was the best like TBS movie. Like it was one of those, whenever it was on, you just stopped life for 2 hours and watched it. But I don't put it on. So I don't know if it would count as high on for me. I love Jaws. I have not seen it nearly as much. It's one I bought the 40th anniversary 4K edition, and I haven't watched it since I got it. So, ugh. I actually have a giant Jaws poster in the other room. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movie posters in the other room. Jaws being one of them. Mostly, like, even if you don't like Jaws, it's one of the best movie posters ever made. Like, it's hard to deny. I mean, I can recite background lines and sound effects. Wow. Notting Hill is not one that I've seen more than once. Period. Full stop. It's pretty obvious Boba Hotep's screen name that I was going to be. Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. Most recent movie I watched over and over is Anna and the Apocalypse, but other than Army of Darkness, sorry, AOD took me too longer than it should have. It's stuff like We Were Soldiers, Last Samurai, and then series like Walking Dead. What about TV? Any TV shows that you watched more than once? Like the whole thing? West Wing. West Wing and Friends, I have seen all the way through many, many times. I guess technically any Aaron Sorkin's show, whether it be Sports Night, West Wing, Newsroom, or Studio 60, I've seen all those multiple times. But West Wing, I've seen all 7 seasons. I don't want to be hyperbolic. Like I don't want to be like, I've seen them dozens of times. That'd be a lie. But probably seriously like 6 or 7 times all the way through. Something like that. Rewatching The Office right now. Nice. I watched Babylon 5 probably about 5 times. I've only seen... My brother-in-law is obsessed with Babylon 5. And so I gave it a shot and I went through it and I enjoyed it. But I also don't feel like I have any desire to go through it again. It was like, that was fun. Moving on. I do kind of want to go back to Battlestar Galactica, the new one, not the old one. I know there's a pretty serious lull where they just talk about religion constantly, but the parts of that show that I remember being good, I remember being very good. Just kind of making hodgepodge teams here. Might as well go with Tangled and... Oh, no, it's just a hodgepodge. Spot on, buddy. I watched Babylon 5 about 5 times. Rewatched the last one. I just kind of dated myself at this point. For saying Babylon 5? Nah, you're good. But it was one of the first shows to do a story through the whole thing, at least for science fiction. So I watched it on night shift, just kind of like, I don't want to say in the background, like I was paying attention to it, but it wasn't like I was devoted to it. Like there was a lot of pausing and stuff like that. The show was totally fine. It was good. Why is it taking so long to load these things? That's weird. I feel like there was, I don't want to say bait and switch, that's maybe not quite the right term, but like there were seasons where they're like, oh no, war is coming, war, war. And then the war showed up and they're like, hey, we good? Yeah, we good. No war at all. And you're like, what the fuck? What? It felt so cheated. Maybe I'm remembering that entirely incorrectly. Maybe I slept through the episode and it's wrong, but that's how I feel about it, where I'm just like, what? The nonsense is this? Oh, whoops. Let's get him back and save it. Probably watched Adventures of Briscoe County through about 3 times. I have no idea what that is. What the heck is Adventures of Briscoe County? Adventures of Briscoe? Nope, Robin Hood. Let's try with spaces. Briscoe County Jr.? Now you might be dating yourself. I've never heard of this. 93, 94. Wow, this looks so much older than I remember 93 looking. I would have bet money this was like early 80s. And maybe they're doing that on purpose to make it look old, but this being 93 blows my mind. Like, Friends is 93. Friends looks way better than this. Friends might be 94. Whatever, shut up. It's close enough. Weird. Ted Lasso. I have not finished Ted Lasso, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm trying to watch it with my wife, and we're just really, really, really slowly going through it. Our schedules don't align all that much, and sometimes we just want to watch different things. Like, I wanted to watch Fallout, and she was not terribly interested. She doesn't really like apocalypse stories and stuff like that. I get it. Why? Seriously, why is this taking so long to load up? certain things. It's weird. He did good in Xena. What? Love Briscoe County. I like Bruce Campbell better than in Burn Notice. Haven't done a rewatch on that, but it was good. He did good in Xena. Briscoe was interesting because it was a Western with science fiction elements. Oh, interesting. Okay. I've never done a rewatch. I'm sure it doesn't hold up at all, but I'd be curious to watch Sliders again, if anybody remembers that one. Like, it's one of those ones where, like, in my brain, I remember it being really cool, but I might watch it now and be like, oh, one episode and I'm good. Firefly was another one I've seen a couple of times. It's easy to do, though. It's only one season. Freaks and Geeks is one that I keep wanting to go through again, and I just can't quite do it. Although I have incredibly fond memories. I just tend to get like 5 or 6 episodes deep and just not go back to it. Not like, oh, I'm done with this, but just like, moving on. My brain just checks out and I get other things, other priorities happen. Community is another one that I'd love to go back and do a rewatch of, as well as Arrested Development, pre-Netflix owning it. Was just really, really high quality. That's one that I quote every now and then still. Man, these things loading is driving me crazy, because I swear we just had Thor on the last team. I didn't get through Parks and Rec. I don't know, it didn't... Like when I see cutscenes of it, I laugh, but watching an actual episode, I find really tough. I've made a huge mistake.
I've made a huge mistake.
The one that I keep quoting, I don't know why, because it never comes up in, like, proper context. Fucking... When he's like, oh, I blew myself. I don't know why, that just gets me every single time. And, like, the show's so damn good with the little, like, the subtle jokes in the background, where there's just, like, blue hand paint marks everywhere in the house for, like, half a season. Oh, I love that show so much. Seriously, I probably have to go back and do a rework on that one at some point. I don't know that I even know my web store login for this. That might have been a waste of time, but whatever. It does not. Man, we need to do a lot of blitzes all of a sudden. I made a huge mistake. That's easy to use, and the wife and I look at each other and smile. As long as your wife's not thinking about it while looking at you, then that's a good thing. The wife's just looking at you. Oh, I've made a huge mistake. Ugh, that doesn't feel good. Oh, 3088 coming in. How are you doing, sir? Hope you had a wonderful stream. I saw you started right around the same time that I did. What have you guys been up to? We've just been doing our war attacks in our main account.
There's been times.
Yeah, no doubt. We did our war attacks with our main account. We're playing around with the baby account a little bit. We're just kind of talking movies and chilling on a Saturday morning. Hopefully your stream went really well. I can beat that. Yay me. My baby account is super, super slack. I've had it around for a while because I got it when the Kang came out in Thanksgiving, and they were giving away like 100 shards of it. And I'm like, yes, please, sign me up. And then I play it like maybe once a week at most. So all of my teams kind of suck, but... How are you doing, sir? How was your stream? Hopefully it went very, very well. I keep doing this thing where I keep like asking questions as if you're going to actually respond in my ears. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Let's see. Probably just one of these characters would do it, but whatever. Let's just get in there and get this done. Now that we got a bit more of an audience here, I was talking to Run7 the other day, and we're going to start doing a movie-based podcast, or not podcast, but like a Twitch stream. And I was asking the audience, when would be a good time to do that? I already stream Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I can't add another day. So it'd either get added on to one of the days that I'm already doing, which would be Wednesday after Cosmic Crucible. It would cancel my Wednesday, and I would do a Thursday stream instead. Or I would do it like around 11 o'clock a.m. on a Saturday morning. Those are the three options that are most likely. I'd love to know what people think. What does that interest you at all? To, you know, Marvel Strike Force people talking about movies. And if so, when is the best time for you to chill and hang out with us? Why does my music keep stopping? It's so frustrating. We also were talking... Actually, you know what? Here. Can I copy and paste it? Oh, damn it. I don't have it anymore. I made a ridiculous video earlier that, I don't know, it makes me laugh, but I get that it's silly. And I'm just trying to get the word out. If people don't like it, I totally get it. But if people enjoy it, I'll make more of them. Let's auto that so we don't lose by accident. Let's get this off the main screen. There we go. Save that for later. You can give that a shot. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if it's funny, if it's just annoying. I have no idea. I have no idea how well actually that'll translate over to other countries. That's a fair point. I don't know how much of your audience is from the UK or if most of your audience is from America. Whatever. If it's fun, it's fun. If it's a failure, it's a failure. We tried it. It was one of those ideas I had in my head that I just had to get out, so we went for it. The Chris Pratt bloopers from Parks and Rec are hilarious. Oh my god, the Kim Kardashian one gets me every time. It's so funny. Jerry O'Connell was awesome. Yeah, wow, that went back. Yeah. Firefly before Firefly. It was Firefly before Firefly was Firefly. Without the spaceship, that's one. I think I've been watching 2 or 3 times this week as well. We should be able to just... You know what? Just in case, let's save him. There. That should be able to handle this. Throw in another Avenger just because. Parks and Rec was amazing. Ron Fox. As I said before some other people showed up, I like all the clips that I see from Parks and Rec. I just couldn't get into it as a show. Like, I got like 2 or 3 episodes deep. I started at season 2 because that's what a lot of people said to do. Like, just skip season 1. I tried and it just didn't. It just wasn't quite hitting for me. I like all the people in it. I like the clips I see of it. I don't know. Just didn't have the desire to go through the entire thing as a show. But that's kind of what we're talking about. We're talking about our top 5 or whatever, the movies you've seen the most or the TV shows that you rewatch. So like, what would make your list? What's a movie that you've seen significantly more than one time? It's probably easier for the older generation because like whatever you had, like if you had the 90s, whatnot, like if you grew up in the 90s, pretty much whatever movies you had in your house, that's what you would watch a lot of, whether it was good or not. It was just, this is the only thing you really have access to. Whereas like my kids are so freaking spoiled for content with like all the different channels they've got, YouTube, stuff like that. I don't think they ever have to watch something twice. They still do once in a while. Like my one kid went through Wednesday like 9 times. But you don't have that same like necessity to watch things over and over again. Lilo and Stitch is a good one. My nephew and my sister-in-law are both absolutely obsessed with Stitch. Yeah, Stitch. For one second there, I had to remember which one was Lilo and which one was Stitch. I just introduced my boys to Ferris Bueller the other day and they loved it. Nice. There's a couple of classic 80s movies that just don't resonate for me because I watched them way too late in life. And sadly, Ferris Bueller is one of them. Like, I don't dislike it. I just don't have the same love for it that a lot of people do. Oh, wow. This guy's got... Is this just a dead alliance? This might just be a dead alliance. Oh, there's somebody still hanging out. Seriously, Spotify, what is going on? Goonies and Ghostbusters are other ones, just in case anybody cared. Where I don't know what it is. I just don't care about those movies as much as everybody else does. And I realize that's probably going to get me some hate and whatnot, and so be it. But Commander Rob just desperately trying to hold this alliance together. Sorry, bud. Let's see. The reactor's worth more points. Let's go for it. I don't even know how many teams are going to be able to get through things like this. Like, we're going to start running out of options at some point. Ed, Ed, and Eddie is a show. I can always watch that one. I know the name, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Sounds a little off, but Mary Poppins holds a lot of nostalgia for me. I've apparently watched it a ton. That's totally fair. Like, for me, it's not Mary Poppins, it's Princess Bride. We watched that a lot as kids, and I absolutely adore that movie. And I don't think it hits as well for the newer generations. Like, my kids seem to like it, but I know... I'm not trying to raise hate, but like we were talking like with Duelim at one point, and he was just like, "What? You like that movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's freaking great. What are you talking about? It's amazing." I'm probably on the younger end of the spectrum for viewers, possibly. I am. I mean, maybe it's just my own personal demographic, but the Marvel Strike Force community at large seems to be. There he is. Generally an older crowd. Which is a little surprising. Like, I never really paid attention to Twitch until I started actually being on Twitch. There's been a couple of weird surprises where, like, the audience is older than I anticipated the audience being. And the times that people are on, like, the times that are busy are not the times that I would have anticipated. Like, I would have thought evenings would have been more time because that's when people are home. But morning streams do way better than evening streams. And not just for me, but for, like, most people in the community that I see. Sitting at 28 over here. Yeah, we got you beat by a few. What have I watched with my kids multiple times? Like, my kids watch a couple of things on their own, or they'll watch it with me, and then they'll watch it with my wife, or they'll watch it with their friends. Seriously, fucking Spotify, stop this. Like, it's not like my Alexa upstairs is attached to it, but that shouldn't be an issue, because if that's what was happening, then it would change what I'm listening to entirely. It would jump to whatever they're trying to play upstairs. I don't know why this is not usually a problem that we have. This is a new one. There's always something new happening that's freaking me up over here. Just for the sake of saying it, we did hit our 350 followers goal today, which is amazing. Thank you all very much for helping me out with that. We are 7 away from hitting 700 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're willing and you're enjoying this kind of content, or you just want to support, feel free to hit that link, head over to YouTube, give it a subscribe. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. If we can hit 700 live on stream, that'd be amazing. I don't know what we can do to celebrate that, but maybe we can think of something. And as well, you know, if you have Amazon Prime, we're talking movies, keep in mind you do have a free Twitch Prime subscription you can use. You can give it to anybody. I know we just got a bunch of viewers from 3088 Gaming. You can use it on 3088's channel. You can use it on this channel, whichever you prefer. I won't take it negatively if you decide to give it to him or someone else. That's totally fine. Just make sure you're using it, because otherwise, Amazon gets to keep their money, and they don't need more money. Support your local streamer, whoever that tends to be. Is essentially what I'm trying to get at there. I'm busy on the afternoons and evenings, so morning is the best time for me. She surprised me too. I never watched Twitch till like 6 or 7 months ago. I used to watch it on night shifts at work because we didn't have access to Netflix or YouTube or anything like that, but we could get Twitch because I think the people who blocked websites didn't know about it. But I never really cared about it. Like, I didn't have a community back then. I was just kind of like jumping from person to person to person. It's like, I'm the type of person, I don't want to watch somebody else do something. I want to do something myself. So, like, I never got into watching sports of any kind because I don't want to watch a team of people do something. I want to go do something. I know that sounds weird considering how much I love movies, but I feel like that's different because you're emotionally invested. And maybe eventually you do become emotionally invested to a streamer if you watch them long enough. That's fair. But I would just find myself bouncing from like stream to stream to stream to stream to stream and just be like, nah, okay, moving on. Mostly I used it to see if if a new game came out, I'd be like, do I want to play this game? And I'd watch somebody else play, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. What's up, Hefe? Did you finish your raid yet, you slacker? You've not been a college football fan. We are emotionally invested. Fair. I guess you would get emotionally invested to a team eventually, but I don't know how long it would take to do that, and it's whatever it is, it's longer than I've got, so. All right. 69,000, 40,000. I think that's about as much warring as I give a shit about. Hefe, are you still playing Fortnite? Get another arena attack in. Ooh, that's a significant jump up. Let's not do that. Icarus is bad for us. I mean, it's not really a hard team. I guess this is the lowest. Don't tell them. Don't give them the heads up. Bolsher and Kestrel, maybe? I don't know. It's gonna be a huge punch up no matter what I do. Oh man, I should have written down what time roughly that was. I know we didn't get in time to like make a clip of it, but it would have been good to at least have written that down and be like, oh yeah, this is what's going. Because I definitely do want to go back and find that. All right, I'll let the audience decide. We got another hour or so. Do we want to keep playing with the baby account? Do we want to jump over for Fortnite for a little bit? What do you guys want to do? Want to just sit and talk about movies? I could absolutely just sit and talk about movies. That's not a bad option. How's everybody feeling? What are we up for? We've kind of done all the Marvel Strike Forcing on the main account that we can do for now. Theoretically, I do want to build this account up at some point, so I'm not opposed to this, but I also don't know how entertaining this content is going to be, other than if you're just, like, listening to me in the background, which is totally fair. How did you like Civil War? I haven't seen it, but I've heard mixed things. One person on here, I don't remember who it was, told me they were really disappointed and they didn't care for it, but I'm starting to hear other people say the opposite, where it actually did a really good job of telling a story without getting political and without being like, these people are good, these people are bad, rah, rah, rah. You know what, Hefe? I'm going to push back on that just the tiniest bit. I think my rom-com list was totally fine. I think my brother's list was significantly less so. You thought Civil War was terrible? Was it you originally telling me like 2 weeks ago that you saw it and you were really disappointed? Like that 100% could have been. Me. Oh, sorry, not me too, just me, lol. Never mind. My bad. I do still want to see it, but I'll admit that review kind of took the wind out of my sail to go pay like $20 to go see it. It might be one that I watch when it comes out. Because I really like, I was going to say the director, but realistically I only know the one movie. Ex Machina was just absolutely phenomenal. So I definitely want to give the director another chance. I feel like I kind of want to watch the downfall of America more so than I want to watch the reporters try to get to Washington. I realize that clip probably came across wrong, but whatever. Oh, wait, what? Sorry, I did not mean to enable followers only mode. I meant to try and clip that. I want to watch the fall of Down America. I probably missed it now. That's disappointing. Hey, Hefe, if you're still there, we're talking about doing a movie show with Run 7. But I do want to get my brother back on the show at some point. Has he burned all of his goodwill with you with that rom-com list, or are you still interested in having him on for another top 5? Jesus. My daughter just came into the room, and she's just like, just enough in my peripheral that I just saw, and she's wearing blue, and this is a blue room. So it really just freaked me out there for a second. Holy crap. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Daughter just wanted to have a little chat. Thank you, whoever that was, just subscribed on the YouTube channel. Greatly appreciate that. I'm sure you saw the lights flicker red there. Oh, and somebody just followed.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Alan Walker Music, thank you so much for the follow. That's greatly appreciated. By any chance, was that you on YouTube as well? That'd be funny if you did both at the same time. That puts us 6 away from 700. Good luck on myself. Thank you very much. That puts us 6 away from 700 subscribers on YouTube. I don't know if anybody else is out there able to help me out with that goal, but that would be amazing. I mean, the goal is actually 1,000 by October. That would be my 2-year anniversary. I realize that's a little bit of a slow progression, but I'll take it. But I mean, you know, baby steps. We'll get there as we get there. How are you doing, Alan Walker? Do you play MSF? I mean, I have to assume you do. Otherwise, why would you? Why I follow? All right. We only had to get the 2 attacks. I don't think we had to get the win on that one. Love me some John Cooley. He is the better brother. Ouch. Doing good? Yes, play MSF. Perfect. Well, glad to have you. This is our baby account for first-time watchers. This is my main account is pretty endgame, but started this account a little while ago. Back in Thanksgiving, so quite a while ago. But I've not been very dedicated to it, so we're just kind of messing around a little bit here and there. All right, we got all of our things done for the day, so that's at least something. Can we donate to the Alliance? I don't even know if we're up high enough to do that yet. Excuse me. Love me some John Cooley. He's the better brother. Okay, so yeah, we'll bring... I was going to bring him on regardless. I was just curious about your thing on that, because you were a strong supporter of his for a while, and then haven't heard anything from you in a bit. This is such a dead system. I wish they'd get rid of this, but oh well. I guess we'll go mutant damage. I don't know. I don't even remember how this exactly works. Upgrade the base stat for all characters of an origin. Characters must reach level requirements to receive bonuses. So you have to donate to get that, but this is individual. This doesn't help the actual full alliance out for characters level 20 plus. I don't know. This has been forever since I've looked at this. I guess it makes sense to give everybody a bit extra damage as opposed to focusing on one. Sure. Oh, there we go. And there's another one we can do. Cool. Damage for everybody. Woo! Other than Deadpool, what movies are coming out this summer that people are excited for? Honestly, even as I said that, I kind of just blanked on what movies are coming out this summer. I'm pretty sure Inside Out 2 is coming out. Wow, I literally just completely blanked on other movies coming out this summer. I don't think we're getting anything like superhero related. I think that's kind of on the back burner. Again, other than Deadpool. Happy Star Wars Day. Nice. I did forget this was May the 4th until fairly recently. I was going to take... So there's a comic book store local, and I say local, it's like an hour away, but it's still the closest one I got. That just recently opened up a warehouse next door. The comic store is called Heroes. The warehouse is called Villains. I've wanted to go check that store out for a little while, and I was thinking, today might be a good day to do that. And then I remembered it was May the 4th, and I was like, oh, it's probably going to be pretty busy. They're going to have a special event going on or something. And then I remembered it was Free Comic Book Day. I'm like, oh, they're definitely super busy. There's no way I'm getting anywhere near that store today. We'll see. We live in a small town. We don't have a whole lot of options for certain things, but my kids have been wanting to try ramen recently, and I've only had ramen once, well, like legitimate ramen once, but I remember really liking it. So I'm pretty okay to go try that. So I was thinking, like, that might be a fun thing to do with the kids. The wife's out all day, so I'll take the two oldest. We'll go, like, check out a comic book store, go get some ramen or something like that. That'd be fun, but I don't know. If it's Free Comic Book Day and it's just an absolute zoo out there, I don't know that I want to wait in line for 3 hours. Are you doing anything special for Valentine's Day? Jesus. For Star Wars Day? Rewatching some of the movies? Anything like that? Completing 2 raid battles. Did I not do that already? Maybe I did that yesterday. When do the raid sims become an option? That's what I'd like to know. Nobody's in this lane. No restrictions. Perfect. Where are my sim options? Are locked until 62. Oh, actually, there's an event going on right now for double XP. I should go actually do campaigns. I'll get these 2 raids done first, but not sure what's coming out this summer, but I'm excited that they're talking about Abigail jump-starting the Dark Universe movies. Oh, really? I have not heard that at all. Will it connect to the Mummy from like 10 years ago? I hope not. That would be interesting, though. Time to blow some coin on your baby account. My baby account is in a better position than my adult account is, and that makes me super sad. My adult account has like 1 million gold or something. My baby account has like 135 million because we won one of those like mega orb lotteries. Level 98, nice. Make sure you're taking advantage of the event going on right now. It's going on from today until like tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. Like, well, like 2 p.m. Pacific, I think it is. So you'll be getting double XP. So make sure you're hitting those campaign nodes hard if you want to get to 100 faster. Core every energy you can find. I mean, for this account, why not? Just try and get to the point where you can actually start simming things. There's a certain point in this game where the game really opens up, and you just kind of have to get there. All right, one more. Level 98. How long you been playing, Alan? Did you get super lucky and get one of the boosted accounts? Double experience, the boosted experience when you level shit. Ooh, that's a good point. Does it double that as well? I think it just doubles what you get from the nodes. Close that window.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup.
Oh, thank you so much, Prepsy. Appreciate that. How are you doing today? Did you join the raid from 3088 over, or did you find this naturally? Either way, glad to have you. But it's twice as easy to get between... That's fair. That's very true. All right. 2 raids done. I like to watch WWE as well. I haven't watched WWE in quite some time. I started paying attention. If you like Marvel Strike Force and WWE, I recommend Kingslayer Gaming, I think his name is. He's a big fan of both. I kind of watch clips here and there on YouTube, but like I used to pay attention back when I was like in high school. That's when I was big into WCW/WWE, like the Attitude Era. They just brought WWE out on something, right? Like it's on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something, isn't it? If that was the case, like if I had access to it for free, I might give it another try, but I don't know that I do. Is there any character really worth farming? Rescue's not bad. Nope. 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 Oh, I guess I could, like, Sinister Six is an early farm. We could get some of them. Shang-Chi's not paranoid. Sinister. There we go. Mysterio. We'll go with Mysterio. Grab some stuff for him. How far are we from leveling up, anyways? Nope. Yeah, okay. You're not big time until Mober Gamer raids you. He did raid me! He raided me the other day! Oh, it's on Peacock? Okay. Yeah, I don't have Peacock. Mobile Gamer, what was it, like Wednesday? I don't know. Were you here for that, Hefe? Is that why you bring that up? But that was one of those moments where, like, I'd heard somebody else, maybe like Pathfinder or something. No, not Pathfinder. Oh shoot, what was his name? I haven't seen him on in a while. There was another streamer, and I was watching his show, and he's like, "Oh man, we're about to get raided by Mobile." I was like, "How do you know that?" And he's like, "Oh, Mobile just followed me," and that's what he does. He follows somebody, and then he raids them. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I was just like doing blitzes or something the other day, like something boring with my chat, just be like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Blah blah blah, and then like Mobile Gamer followed. I'm like, oh no, this is about to get ridiculous. And like he rated me with like 200 plus people or something. It was just like, thank you. I appreciate you. I mean, of course, like 99% of them left in the first like 10 seconds, but still, it was pretty cool. I did get like 10 extra followers in like 30 seconds, which, you know, can't complain about that. And plus, I mean, worst case scenario, Mobile Gamer technically follows me now. So win-win. Yeah, I don't know if I care about any of these people. So whatever, we're just going to grab... I guess I should worry less about people and more about resources, but yeah, here we are. I already finished all the campaigns on MSF. Yes, but you can still farm the nodes for experience and resources. I mean, I realize if you're at level 98, I'm certain you know that, but... Hey, what are we, level 55 now? Sweet. Oh, and that gives a pretty decent amount of experience as well. Which we knew, but I didn't know how much it was. I know you just wanted to brag since you weren't. I don't tend to brag about myself unless it's I was gonna say warranted. Unless it's brought up for some other reason. We're too polite up here. Don't just randomly brag. Okay. You show more love for your chat. I have never heard Boomer say he wanted to do things with Hefe. Sorry, last time I bring it up. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt that's the last time you're going to bring it up. I love that Hefe still has no idea what you're talking about. In fact, probably most of the chat has no idea what you're talking about, if we're being honest. I think Bubba Hotep is actually just upset that I didn't show that kind of love and support for Yim. I think he's a little bit jealous that I'm showing that much support for somebody else. Holy shit, we have 13,000 power cores for this. Do we just go get Peggy? Or Penny? No, probably save that for a better character, but still. Everyone wants to do things with me. Not what I've heard. Your wife tells a different story. Yeah, we're just gonna burn these resources because why not? We just want the experience. I might not burn. Well, yeah, fuck it. We can level up a little bit. Oh, I have no doubt my wife is saying that. The amount of time I spend down here on the computer, she's lost all interest. I don't even blame her if she's cheating at this point. I get it. Everyone's... Sorry, mom jokes, not wife. Mom jokes are okay. Strike, initiate, raid. So we're 2,000 away. We're getting about 180 of it. Nah, it's not worth it to keep going. Not worth it. Be happy with our level and moving on. Oh, we got ISOs. Well, all right. Requires ISO 8. Oh, all right. Fair enough. I just tell her boyfriend to have her home by dinner so we don't have to starve. Do what you want, honey, but, you know, feed me dinner. Really? We were only allowed to take in one random... Alright, fine. Going with our loot cage. We're on computer with you and have lost interest. For Old Man Logan, you need Emma and Loki and Cabal for the legendary. That is correct. You ready to play Fortnite? No. I realize this is going to go back to the joke you made a while ago, and I totally get that. I'm sorry. My kid came in the room a minute ago, and she wants to do something. So I told her I'd give her till 12:30, and then I'd sign off, and we'd go hang out. So I will play probably tomorrow morning. And if you're around Monday, I will absolutely play Monday. But right here, right now, I'm going to go and hang out with the kiddos. Okay. Seriously. Snob! I'm playing with my kid. Hanging out with my kids. Your MSF family, your Marvel Strike family, but they're actual family. They're family. Don't make me go all Dominic Toretto on you and explain how important family is. I'll do it. All right. With that, we're going to take a look. I think I saw Rolf Kieran is on. Yes, he is. We're going to jump over to that dude because he's a good guy. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. I do greatly appreciate it. We're going to raid Ralph at the moment. I will be back on probably Monday at this point. Going to take tomorrow off and just kind of spend some time with the family. But we'll be back on Monday to not only stream Cosmic Crucible, but also to talk about the new events once they are live. So hit that follow button so you know when we go live over here, or head over to youtube.com/@TheMongoolie Show, something like that. I don't know. And hit the subscribe button so you can hang out there. Either way, cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.